It muted on me. Sorry. Can you hear me now? I was trying not to get a soda, y'all. But what I wanted, they didn't have any or the thing don't work. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? I know I'm late. I know it's late. Can you hear me now, Ronan? Ronan, you like you the only one in here right now. I got it.
Hello, is that for you?
I got it.
Have a good day.
Bye. Thank you.
Have a great day. Take care, here.
Hey, Miss Kim, how you doing? Ronan, I got it. Oh. Thank you. Hey, CC. Can y'all hear me now? Hey, cool gamer. Okay, let me get it. What's going on? Okay, y'all. It's Thankful Thursday. What are you thankful for? Y'all can't hear me. Okay. Miss Kim said yes. Okay. Miss Kim said, hey, CC. Y'all didn't see that, did you? I am so vegan. Let me take a few bites before I roll, y'all, because I'm hungry. I ain't been home yet. What's going on, y'all? It's Thankful Thursday. I am thankful for all of y'all. I'm thankful for my health, life, my mind, all that good stuff. Let's see if I can turn these lights out or down. I don't want it in nobody's face. Because I'm going to sit here a minute and have me a bite or two. You backstage? Okay, I got it on the comments, so I can't see that. But here it comes. Hey, Cece.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. What you snacking on?
A chicken taco. It's the only
Some
thing they had
chicken.
hot and ready. Look,
Huh.
I ain't know if I wanted to stop by a burger joint or nothing like that. So I'm at the
Mm.
QT
Okay.
with a chicken taco and some barbecue Doritos.
Okay.
Barbecue Doritos. uh,
Kim say I'm thankful for being in the wake up game.
hey, okay.
Hey, Shanky girl.
Hey, Shandy, how you doing? Y'all got this excuse me. I'm gonna have a full mouth, but I'm hungry. Hmm.
I want to say what I'm thankful for. So, I am thankful that I am in some recovery. So, I'm doing
Oh,
some therapy for myself, you know,
okay.
and also trying to get my life back, you know, um, just clutter and things. I was watching this, you know, how things pop up on your IG or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of them was talking about clutter, you know, like things you haven't cleared out or you might have stacked up or whatever.
Right.
And she said that was because if you lost something,
Mm.
you know, and this is your way of trying to hold on to something by holding these things. And I was thinking, I was like, you know, I have been silently, I guess, grieving that I don't have my place anymore. And
Mhm.
so every time I pay for the storage every month, I'm like, ugh. And so I decided today that every time I go to my therapy group, that I'm gonna load up a carload of stuff and take it to the Goodwill or to the dumpster.
Okay.
So I did that today, and I felt so good, you
Yes.
know, so good because I'm like other people can be using the things because I'm not gonna have a townhouse again.
Right. Right.
So I'm like, okay, I feel good about it.
Good.
So yeah, I'm thankful for.
That is
So
amazing. That's amazing.
yeah,
That is so good. And thank you for. I'm sorry. And thank you for sharing. I'm so sorry.
Mm.
Mm.
I was wondering.
That's a really good one.
I was wondering was you coming on. I was like, well, I done popped my melatonin, so we're
Mm.
gonna just see how long we
We
roll.
gonna right. We gonna yeah. I see what had happened was I've y'all know I need a car, right?
Mhm.
You seen the thumbnail, right?
Mhm.
Ta-da!
Is that your car?
Mm,
You got a new car or
um,
a car?
it's new to me.
Yay! Congratulations!
Congratulations. Is that what I'm looking at on the thumbnail?
Yeah, Nissan.
Period. Come on, Nissan. Nissan.
So
Hey,
that's what I was
Junior.
doing and didn't think to go live.
Hey, see.
Hey, you handling business.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited. Because I was texting her like, we not having no
Look, I ain't getting none of it. And when I said, let me go get some gas, because it was on, almost on empty. I said, let me make my first stop be some gas.
They
And when
ain't
I
even put no
gas up,
gas in there for your
I
name.
was like, no, uh,
Regular paper.
I ain't worried about that. I got it. Look, that's that Uber money
I know that right.
that I was
Hmm.
okay.
Shoot.
Yeah, I took my daughter to the credit union to see how much she can get for a loan for a car. So
Mm,
we was doing that process today.
okay.
It's car
Yeah,
day. It's car
it's
day.
car day. Yup.
Somebody send me a car, Jill.
Shoot, somebody send me some gas money.
Right, that part.
Look, you can have a car if you ain't got the gas.
Right.
No.
I think I could go to the pump and shake a little something. They might put something in there.
Hmm.
Shake a little song. Shake a little
Look.
thing.
I take a little something.
Yeah, baby.
Let me let
Hello to the
me
people in the
spot.
chat. I'm so rude. Hey, y'all. My bad, y'all. I told Tampa, my friend over there live, I gotta go. I
I
got
had,
to go.
I had to get out of there. Y'all was talking about our food and all kind of stuff. I
Right,
said,
right,
"Oh,
right.
I got to go because I'm trying to do right."
Oh goodness.
Listen.
And I'm in here smacking in your mouth. It's
No, no,
smacking in
no.
your
They was
face.
talking about sweets and candies and
Oh.
this and that. I was like,
Yes,
oh my gosh.
we was talking about all the throwback candies and
Mm,
whatnot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
mm.
Hey y'all. Congratulations.
Miss Kim,
Ooh, and to Fifi. Go ahead.
thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, girl.
Blessings upon blessings.
I
Yeah,
know that's right. Amen.
Waking up, blessing.
Mhm.
Blessing.
And in
right.
Right.
your right mind. Like, whoo.
Blessing.
Well.
Hush now. It's right. Look, it's right for you. So.
Look, I got one more thing to be thankful for.
Okay.
I got a package in the mail just in time for the winter time. Some nice
Ooh,
sweet honey.
yummy.
Mm. Wait a minute. Y'all. Wait, y'all. Hmm. You can't see me, but let me make you see me. Can you hear it?
Right.
Okay. Oh, now, honey, honey. Oh, now, honey, honey.
Clap that.
Okay.
Yes. I am here for that.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Woo-hoo. This has been the laziest day of all days. I swear. This is lazy. It wasn't even lazy. I did do some laundry. That's
Oh, I
it.
did too today. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's yours.
I did. I put it in there and I put it in the dryer. Then my sister was like, "Hey, you still got you still got stuff in the laundry." I said, "Oh yeah, my bad." Yeah, child. I was trying to recuperate from yesterday's shenanigans,
Hmm.
but tomorrow's another day.
Hmm.
Freaky Friday.
Yes, it is. It hopefully it won't be too late because I gotta go get this blood work and go see my mammy. She back at the rehab,
Okay.
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 so we gonna swing by there. It hopefully should be in a private room by then, and we're gonna try to see if we can get her in the shower some kind of way. Siri, stop listening to me. Oh,
Spirit
stupid
ain't
thing.
your business now. It ain't your business.
God, all in my business. But we're gonna try to get her in the shower. If not, I'm just gonna give her a bath in the bed because she said the people at the hospital didn't clean her right.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Mhm.
And I said, I got you, girl. I got you.
Hmm.
I will make sure you are clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The thing that I'm concerned about, and this is just completely just my concern, there is like I don't know if it's like her skin is just dry and the little pieces that are dried is darkened, if that makes any sense. Like
Hmm.
she almost like has hyperpigmentation like
Mm-hmm.
around her forehead, like where her bonnet sits.
Mm-hmm.
And then but if you look at it, it looks like you can peel it off. So it's like dry skin. And then I saw it on her arm and on her chest a little bit too. So I'm like, I'm wondering if that's just literally just dry skin that needs to be sloughed off. I don't know. But
Mm.
I was like, are we going to have to grease her down with some Vaseline?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it can't hurt.
Grease her
They
down. She
used to
talking
look.
about,
They used to grease us down with it.
right. I'm like, do we need to grease you up? But she was like, girl, I don't know. I don't be paying attention to that. And I'm like, well, I just see it, and it bothers me sometimes because I'm like, her skin is already very soft and fragile.
Mm.
So I'm like, now it's dry and crispy. So I'm like, oh, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just my vanity getting in the way of her stuff.
Mm.
No, it's something different. You
Still
show
want to
what
Right.
it is. Yeah.
yeah.
I know. I
Still want
know.
healthy. Her skin is healthy though.
Huh?
I say you still want to make sure her skin is healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's she's still in that I'm ready to go home
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
talk, and I'm like, oh Jesus.
Hey, Daniel Berry.
Hey Daniel
No,
baby.
no,
She be stressing me out when she
no.
says that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, okay. She had one of her besties stressed out one time. She told her she was ready to go home to be with Jesus, and she called. I forgot what was going on that day. She called me, but I think I was on the phone with the doctor or something. And so she texted me so fast and was like, "What's your sister number?" Blah blah blah. And so later, when I finally talked to her and my sister, she was like, "Yeah, mom scared her and told her she wanted to go home to be with Jesus." So I was like, "Mom," and she said, "I am. I'm ready to go. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being in this bed. I'm tired of da." I said, "But you done scared that lady to death, and she ain't ready." And she was like, "Well, she got to get ready.
Oh,
Eventually, I'm gonna go."
Understand.
She's
mom playing no games, isn't she?
right. So I keep trying to explain to people, listen, we don't want her to be here in a condition that she's not happy in.
Mm.
She's
Right.
not living her regular life. She can't do the stuff she usually does, and she's unhappy. So she's basically holding on for us at this point.
Yeah.
And it sucks, and I know it sucks. And I'm part of me is like, I want to tell her, don't hold on for us. Don't do that because I don't want to feel guilty because we making you stay
Yeah.
here, for selfish reasons. So my kids was like, Mama, please stop saying that.
Jamie, and my circumstances were different. My mother was actually in a coma, and I was waiting for her to come back from out of
Mm-hmm.
it. And she had got sick before then, and I was just telling all the doctors that God's got the final say so. And
Yeah.
I had this one terrible neurologist came in, and I almost whooped his butt. And I told him, don't ever charge on my mother no more. I swear, if I see you anywhere on her chart, it's gonna be me and you. But God allowed her to come back to me for that time for 4 days, and I was telling everybody, yeah, see, I told you, God's got the final word. I think God wanted me to have that last, 4 days,
Mm-hmm.
and then you know how sometimes what they say is people will rally, and then
Yeah.
they'll go back under. And but I
Mm-hmm.
remember I had to make a decision because she had told me, she said, "Don't let me be here and be a vegetable. I do not want to be here if I don't know who
Mm-hmm.
I am, and do
Right.
not let them talk you into it." And so I was at the point where I had to make a decision because when they took the ventilator off of her, they told me she was going to pass. And my old strong willed mama cleared her lungs and kept breathing. I was like, look at this.
Hmm.
I was like, so it took me about 2.5 weeks, and I was praying every day, and I wanted to be well with my soul before I told them. they could stop everything and we go to hospice. And
Mhm.
my husband told me, he said, you know, your mother's not going anywhere until you let her go. You're gonna have to let her know. You can't be in there crying. You can't be in there doing, not saying that you are, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And when I finally took his advice and I told her, I said, Ma, I'm gonna be all right. I got these kids to take care of. You go ahead. I'm good. You did everything you could for
Mhm.
me, and I'm good. And they called me late that night, and I knew what the call was. I
Yep.
knew it. And she had went on ahead, you know. Boy,
That's
boy.
why that's why I told my kids, don't let me be in a vegetative state.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't do that. And my
I,
mom has a do not resuscitate on her
Okay.
thing. So she put
Yeah.
that
yeah.
in order.
Oh, yeah. And let me add this because my mom didn't have that. I knew that if she continued to get somewhat better, they might try to say, well, now it's not, something that you can make a decision on. And then she would be in that state. I'm like, no, 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 no. So I had to make sure that was done.
Yeah. Yeah. I told my daughter earlier today. I was like, listen, if I'm gonna be a vegetable, please pull the plug. Just gonna
Yeah,
pull the plug. I'll be all right. I promise.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, I know my mom has a DNR, so um, I'm just
Yeah,
preparing for whatever is to come. She could live for 100 more years. We don't know.
yeah, yeah.
But at the end of the day, I just want her to be comfortable. I want her to eat good. I want her to
Yeah,
laugh and have a good time and enjoy her family as much as she can
yeah,
while she still can. And
man. That'll be my
yeah,
prayer for her. Yep. Amen.
absolutely. And I want whatever makes her comfortable. Like, if she want to be home, then that's cool. Like, and my son, he's having a struggle because I mean they've lost a lot of people in their short lives,
Hmm.
and my mom is their last biological grandparent.
Yeah.
So he holding on to hope, and I was like, baby, listen, we are not immortal, and he was like, I would never want to be immortal because you basically outlive all of your family members
Hmm.
and then you gotta start again. He was like, that's a horrible life. I was like, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So I
I
was like,
caught my mother crying one day when she was on the side of the bed, and I said, "What's wrong?" And she said, "Everybody gone." I said, "I'm still here." And she said, "I just mean the people I grew up with."
Yeah.
Mhm.
My grandma
mm-hmm.
was the same way. She's like, well, everybody I know that went on. We like, grandma, well,
We
we ain't
still
going
here.
nowhere.
Right, right. Mm-mm. It's definitely. I'm probably not gonna be great if it's something happen. I just need y'all to know that.
Oh no, of course not.
I'm
Shoot.
not gonna be great for a couple weeks, and then I'll get back to normal eventually.
Yeah, you have to learn how to manage it. You never forget it, never get over it. People say, "Well,
Right.
you'll get over it." No, 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 no.
Nope, you
I'll
do
learn
not.
how to manage it.
Right. And if I'm 4 shades of black, I've been in the garden.
Hmm. Hmm.
If I'm 4 shades black, okay. That's because I've been outside in the garden, crying my tears over my plants
Right.
and planting more stuff.
Hey, Six Bows.
Hey, sister,
Six bulls.
move. My mother came to me in a dream, y'all, because I was in a state. Couldn't sleep. The whole household was sleeping, everything after she passed.
Oh,
And I was drinking to try to get myself to go to sleep. It was
oh
just
man.
terrible. And she came to me in a dream. She was in a ballroom, and I used to love to see her dance with my father. And she was out there kicking up a heel, and I was sitting up in the balcony, and she came upstairs, and she sat down next to me, and she said, "Girl, I'm fine. Will you go on with your life? I love you. I believe me. I am enjoying myself." And when I woke up, y'all, that pillow was soaking wet.
I bet it was.
And I didn't want her to go. I was like, Mama, Mama, Mama. You know how it is when you come out of a dream.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was just like, but I felt better after that. And I
Right.
prayed and I asked God to take that from me. I don't need this to sleep. And He did. And I was okay after that.
Mm.
Yeah, it was something else. She was my road dog. She was my bestie. So
Right, right.
that hurt. She told me too. She said, "Girl, I don't know what you gonna do when I'm gone."
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
I
mean,
know I know my mom's worried about me the most, but I feel like my oldest sister and baby sister, I've been protecting them for so long.
hmm
I'll probably be in that role again. I'll
hmm
be in that role again. I'll probably be the one that's like the one that surprises everybody. But yeah, that is my real dog. But my client, when my husband's mama passed away, baby, my client said, "Girl, I'm gonna tell you now, he ain't gonna never be the same." He was like, she was like, "I don't care how bad his mama was, she gonna be a saint. She
hmm
gonna be, she ain't never did no wrong.
hmm
Blah blah blah." I was like, "Oh, okay, girl, child, she never lied. That man, it did not matter how that lady used to call me that ish colored girl.
hmm
She used to give me the business. Yeah, one day I was
hmm
the best daughter-in-law. The next day I was that beat it,
hmm
stole his her
hmm
son. We
Mm-hmm.
went through all kinds of mess. I put her out my house one time,
hmm
like all kinds of stuff. But when she passed away, child, her poop did never stink.
I don't know how
Right.
people go into amnesia when they come to like
Right.
what
Like
the.
she ain't never do nothing wrong to him, nothing. Like, girl,
hmm
I told my client, I said, "Girl, you tried to warn me," and I said, "Lord have mercy." And he
Well, my
Mhm.
was
husband
like,
understood it with his sister because they both was raised same people, and
"Mm-hmm,
she had something different to say about their mother, and he got upset and everything. And I said, "How dare you?" I said, "She had her own perspective. That's not like it was somebody off the street. That was your
right,
sister. She
Yeah.
lived there, you know."
Mhm.
And he got mad because she was talking about mama. I said, "She telling her truth, okay? Yeah, you know
that
your
part,
mama wasn't all that. Come on now, you know that. Everybody talk say how mean she was." I said, "Come on now, you know,
right,
Well,
let
you
her."
know how when you were at the funeral and the pastor, preaching about the person or whatever, and you're like, who is he talking about?
right,
Ah,
I'm like,
right."
what? What the?
Like,
He ain't even ever went to church. What are you talking?
right.
Okay, he loved the Lord. He was the what? Did
He
y'all give
like,
him a speech
you
or put
did
him?
it was
this the
undercover.
first time this man been in church since he was a kid. What is you talking about? What is you talking
It's
about?
like
They
when
be
Bill say,
tripping
"When
me
you
out.
coming to church?" When they get a smoking session.
Right. Girl, just a mess. And she was the best, and she did
Yeah,
this, and she did. I'm like,
I'm
oh
not doing
wow,
all that.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. They be tripping now. They be still tripping. Like people when my brother in law passed, and people was talking about all of his stuff, and I was like, okay. I don't remember none of this stuff. I guess that was before I got married into the family. I don't know. All I know is he wanted to decorate my house. Then a lot of people, like even my husband, for the longest, would not say that man was gay. He was
Mm,
gay as the day is long, and he would not. He was like she. He always had the baddest. He always had the baddest girls. Blah blah blah. I was like, sweetheart, that was a front. That was a front. And this man came to our house one day, and I think my son was, I think I might have been pregnant with my daughter. And he came and he had some duct tape and he was taping down his chest before he went to the club. And
Mm.
I was like, what
Wait a minute,
man?
a man was taping down their
A
chest?
man was
Okay.
take because he had gained some weight. and
Mhm.
his little man boobies was poking out. So he taped his little chest down and
Hey,
put on his shirt and smoothed his body. I said, now what if you decide to
Hey,
hook up
Jerry.
with somebody?
Uh-huh.
What you gonna do? Run in the
Jerry.
bathroom and take the tape off?
right?
I
Derek,
said,
say hello to all the chat. I'm at work on a dock, so I can't participate. Have a good
hey,
chat.
fair goddaddy, you at work this late? God damn. I should have took you up on that offer for the
You
half of
know,
the
don't,
paycheck. The half of salary.
don't fall off in that water, Derek. Don't do that. It's nighttime.
Yeah, but I was like, how you hook up with somebody and you got duct tape on your chest
Mm,
now?
mm.
Cause I'm like, you gonna run in the bathroom and take it off real quick, and he
Ooh,
like
you
he would
holler
shake.
when you do. Pull that duct tape off.
I've
Right.
heard of the queens that put duct tape down under, but not up there.
Yeah.
Huh.
He was taping down his chest on it. I said, oh, okay. Do you, friend? And my husband was
He
like,
ain't want to
he
jiggle like
going to the regular club. He ain't going to the gay club. I'm like, okay. I
Ah.
was like, you saw what just happened. You seen it.
In denial.
Yeah. Oh, he was definitely in denial. I used to be cracking up. I'm like, all the time he lived with us, I said, at what point did a female other than his boss call his house?
Oh, across the door. Threshold. None.
Derek
And
said he's
then,
driving a forklift, Miss Kim.
Okay,
Not,
babe.
oh.
not on the fixing dock.
Well, don't drive that off of there. Don't drive it off of that house.
Right.
Shoot.
Don't let it have that that AI what they driving cars is driving.
Ooh,
I'm like, it's not
no.
me. You never get me on to be on the George Washington Bridge and they say turn right.
I'm
What?
Right.
right up off the
I
mm,
don't know how people not scared of those. I don't.
My
Yeah,
sister-in-law
after
want
seeing that
one
video of
bad.
the
I'm like,
person that was in the car and it kept going around and around in circles, I'm
oh
like,
no.
nah, I'm good. Nope.
But I
mm-mm.
seen somebody on the road, y'all. I was on the highway. I was on 95, and I saw him. Wasn't nobody in that driver's seat, and somebody was sitting in the back.
In the back.
And they have it in Houston.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, they launched. They did the truck. They did a truck
Yep.
That's
in Houston.
scary. No,
Mm.
Uh,
that is scary.
I know certain parts of Houston they say it's is self driving.
Yeah,
Wow.
For a truck or a car.
truck
No,
for truck.
a truck, one of the 18-wheeler trucks.
So they trying to put all the truck drivers out of business now.
Pretty much.
Because
That's a shame.
they don't even have a human in there with it anymore.
Hmm.
Oh
Ooh.
my god. That is so scary.
Hmm.
All it takes is one hacker to just mess up a
That's
whole
right.
bunch of lives.
That part, the
Yeah.
hacker.
That's why I'm gonna keep my stupid cars. I like stupid cars. I don't want no smart car.
You know,
I do
smart
not
car.
want no smart car. Please. I'm gonna keep buying the stupid ones. I don't
And
want no computer.
don't get them too new either.
Right.
Derek said they are doing a lot of self driving testing in parts of Texas. That's where the majority of the tests are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Probably because of NASA. Because of NASA. It's right over there. Mm-mm.
They got a self driving police car too.
Oh,
Mm.
Jesus. Imagine getting chased by a
I'm saying.
unmanned police car.
Right.
Ooh.
And then it opened the back seat and be like, get in.
Ah,
Right.
Night Rider,
Right.
CC.
Right.
Now you gonna have to catch
Not
me,
getting in
Night
there.
Rider. Listen, I'm finna run. Leave me alone.
For real.
Jesus. He gonna talk to me from the building
Right.
somewhere. Come on now.
Be like, get out the vehicle, walk backwards to the car, get in the back seat.
Yeah, no. Absolutely not.
No, I'm just not gonna do that. I'll wait until you call your friends. I'm just
Right.
not gonna do that.
Right.
Mm. stop resisting arrest. I ain't did nothing. Ain't nobody out here.
Right?
Ain't nobody in
That's
out here.
that's the true Terminator, ain't it? Stop resisting
Right.
the rest. Like what?
See, all these years I've been like paranoid about these things, especially after what was that? Fast and Furious. I forgot which one because it's been like a
One of
thousand.
them,
For
yeah.
But
real.
they used the technology to hack all them cars to make them fall
Oh
out the
yeah, I remember
garage,
that one, Jamie. Oh,
and they was causing all them accidents, trying to stop the people.
Uh-huh.
I was like, see, this
Remember
is
that.
what I'm talking about, yeah. This
yeah.
right
Mm-hmm.
here is what I'm talking
And you
about.
know everything they show us on TV, it come out in about 15, 20 years.
Right.
Right. Right. They already done tested it out and
Mm-hmm.
used it.
Please. I don't want to trust none of that. It's scary. It's very scary.
Derek say
Mm-mm.
if I can, I would try to come up, put the phone in my pocket, and show y'all what I do when I'm on the walk, but it may be noisy. Okay.
You better not get in trouble.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get in trouble. And they shoot, be an accident, they see you got the phone on. Ooh,
For real.
Right.
we
Like,
believe
why
you.
are you talking to your pocket?
Yeah.
I know.
And hear us on here laughing.
Calculated kind of fool. And hearing people going, daddy, daddy,
Oh my
daddy,
God.
daddy.
Hey, Kristen Bell.
Hi
Interesting.
Tristan.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
Kristen.
I've been on like 17 lives today. This is crazy.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Is that a record, Jamie? Shoot.
I feel like it's been 17 for real because people on TikTok, I was on TikTok, a couple of TikTok lives, and then I was on Tampa, then I'm over here. Child. Uh-uh. Some of them lives I had my head laying down because it's Thursday, so
That's all right, yeah. Ain't nothing
I
wrong with
was
that.
like, child, let me get through this medicine wave. But ooh, it's been a long.
Y'all, I have to remember I have hearing aids on the Bluetooth goes through my hearing aids. They can't hear anything it's saying. I can always mute the phone.
Okay.
Oh, look at you being slick, sir.
Boy.
Oh my goodness. Oh. No more Ubers for my bookie. Yay! It's got air conditioning and everything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It better have where she at.
Mhm.
Listen, my stepdad bought this van and the air conditioner only work on one side of the van. Child, don't get.
Ooh.
I thought you
Ooh.
was finna say it only work on Wednesdays.
Right,
Cause
right.
That
now,
is not
see,
funny.
see, no, but see, the fact that
Look,
you
Jay.
picked it one day this week, we had a cool morning, and I actually was in the car, and it
It felt like that.
it was Wednesday.
Oh God.
Cause we was like, "Ooh, it's so nice," cause it was cool outside for that first part of the morning. Then in the afternoon, it wasn't so nice no more. I was
Oh.
like, God dang it, that was short lived. I was like, "This is ridiculous."
Hmm.
Oh my god!
I thought
Like
about you,
Florida
Jamie, and
fall.
we holding on up here. That it went back up into the 50s.
Ooh,
I'm like, we holding on.
oh no!
Yeah, she got a car, Derek.
Whoopsie!
Ain't nothing like
Yeah.
having a new car, you know. It's like,
Mhm.
Right. That freedom is something else, ain't it?
yeah, and all the new things it can do. You're like, oh, it can do that.
Right? Let me just go on down here.
Right.
My
Let's see.
husband's car is newer than mine, and I like the fact that when he's getting ready to like change lanes. They go boop 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 boop. If somebody's over
Uh-huh.
there, you know. But I still can't trust it. I still got to look over my shoulder. Honestly.
Right. Of
Yeah, when I was in
course.
my daughter's car, I still don't use the backup camera. She's like, "Mom, you can look
I
at the
know.
camera." I'm like, "No, just don't feel right."
That's what my
Actually, I
son say.
cannot.
Look in your camera. I'm like, I still got to look back. I can't use
Right.
it.
No,
I
because
just
that's
need to
how
know
we
how to
learn.
disable that
Shoot.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's how we learn. So
Yeah. Even
listen.
with the line, y'all, you know how they say this the line don't go over when you backing up on in your camera. I'm like,
Yep.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna stop before it. I'm gonna stop before it.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these kids don't know. They just don't know what we, the way we had to learn stuff, the way we had to. They got all this newfangled stuff, the new backup, the parallel parking cars that can park
Oh
themselves.
Right.
God,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that either.
Hey, Miss T, what you doing
Miss
out this
I
late?
know, Miss T, why you awake?
Misty.
You sleepwalking?
Right. I didn't even think she stayed up this late. Well, Miss T is awake. I don't know why I be putting her in the bed early with Carol.
Right. Oh, she got one eye open.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha.
She posted a video today. For help with the She put a pack of different kind of greens that was all mixed. The seeds, you know how the seeds get all mixed up, and she planted them out. She's like, I can't figure out which ones which. Like,
Oh
you
no.
can't not until they get bigger. They all gonna look alike,
Oh my goodness.
especially the mustards and all that stuff.
Ooh,
Cabbages, they all look.
I
Yeah, I'm
know,
so
cause
sneaky
one of
when it
them.
comes to that. I'm just shoot.
Listen, I think I got one cabbage, and then the other one I thought was a cabbage. I think it might be collard. So I was like, oh Lord.
Girl, tell me why. Okay, so because I have some cabbages out there and I'm growing some stuff, but I'm like, hey Shantae. And
Hey,
I was like,
Shantae.
uh, let me go since I'm by Home Depot, let me go and grab like a 6 pack of tray because they like $5.90 something for a 6 pack. And I'm like, it ain't gonna hurt because I'm gonna be like, oh, I didn't grow enough cabbage. So I went to go get. Tell me why it's supposed to be a 6 pack tray. One had two in, one other one had two. Then it was one in there. I said, people out here making their own packs.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
That'll
I
be
had to
me.
bring them
That'll be
people
me.
4 packs inside. I said, this is six, a count of six. They in different packs. She's like, it's okay, man.
Mm.
I'm like, people pick and then choosing, putting it together.
Right.
Y'all hear
Hey,
me?
Mixing stuff
Nessie.
up.
Well, I don't know what nothing is until it grows. Cause I was driving in North Carolina and I was amazed at how big they could grow their collard greens. And somebody said, "That's tobacco." I was like, "Oh."
Like, I don't know why these collard greens make me feel kind of loopy.
I'm like, they must got some good soil down here.
Yeah, they do. That working tobacco.
That's all right, Miss Kim. I probably would have thought the same thing because I never seen tobacco in Purpose. I probably would have thought it was some greens too.
Yeah, because it is really green, and
It, right?
yeah, I want to know what it smell like a little closer up though,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
because
And
it
it's
probably
so
got a
leafy,
strong
y'all.
scent.
It grow just like green. If I try.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, it probably smelled real interesting when you got closer. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I haven't seen a tobacco field in since I was a kid.
Hmm.
Cause like when we go to Alabama, um,
Shante.
God, I'm trying to think. We went through Tennessee and Kentucky and all them places, child. Georgia, we was everywhere, child. And we would see all kinds of fields and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and seeing the cotton fields when you're a kid and not understanding the significance of it until way later. It's
Mhm.
just it's crazy. But I definitely still want to take the kids to Tuskegee, where my
Amen.
grandfather is from,
Mm-hmm.
so they can experience that. They had a Tuskegee Inn up there. It was a hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess it was like a family owned hotel at one time before a big people took over. We went down to the like restaurant part,
Mhm.
and literally it was two people working, and they was like working the front desk, then they was working in the kitchen and taking orders,
Mm-hmm.
and just it was so crazy. And even though the food took forever, it was really good food, but
Mm-hmm.
it took forever to get everybody because we were having a reunion, so it was a lot of us starting to come in,
Oh, okay.
and it wasn't but two people working, and
Ooh.
Wow.
they was like, just give us some time, we'll get everybody food. And but when we finally got food, it was really good. It just took forever because it wasn't that many people, and they was working the front desk, and they was trying to deal with our big old family. It was insane. And of course, my family was like, we got to tip these people because they out here struggling and working hard. My auntie, she was trying to help, and my mama's friend came one year, and she was like, I thought y'all was playing. I said, no, we told you.
Mm.
we, we tried to tell you they was gonna take all day, and she talking about I done smoked half a pack of cigarettes waiting on my food to come, and I was like, you need to stop
Uh-oh.
smoking anyway, Miss Brenda. She was like, girl,
Remind
don't tell me what to do.
remind Swoop when she get back. Derek was trying to come up, but Swoop.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I love them old days, boy.
Me too.
And being in the swimming pool for hours and hours too, talking to a
Yeah.
friend.
Yep. Fingers all wrinkled up, toes wrinkled.
Yep. Yep. Be out there all day and all night, and then go to the little reunion and have the barbecue and do all this stuff. And that's
Mhm.
where I used to see fireflies every year. It used to be fun.
Oh, yeah. Look, from Chicago, we call them lightning bugs.
Yes, same thing. We call them lightning bugs too, but
Mhm.
I ain't started calling fireflies till I was an adult anyway. But my daughter was like, I want to see those. I'm like, I ain't never seen them here in Florida
We used to
that I can
catch them.
remember.
Yeah, and
But
make them
I,
earrings and stuff.
hmm
Little torturous kids.
right. I'm like, how you do that? Ew. I don't want no bug hanging off my ear. No. Mm, mm. Oh, goodness. My back is still. Oh,
I think we had an excellent childhood compared to these kids now.
oh,
Mm,
for sure.
man,
For sure, Kim.
they just. I know. Now, see, my son, he just turned 30, and he remembers when I used to make them go outside because they had video games then.
Uh huh.
And I was like, go out, go out, you know. And that's what they did. They was out there playing and everything. And later on at night, I let them come in and play the video games.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I played too much with them kids because they was like, they would come by the house. Is Nick home? And I was like, no, I'm sorry, baby. I'll let him know you can't. Uh, well, can you come out and play, Miss Kim? No, I can't come out.
Right. Right. I was
I
my
thought we was
son.
gonna play some. I used to play badminton with him sometime out there, and I shoot,
Nice.
man.
Yep. I was my son's like wingman because I would go out there and toss the football with him until the little boys come down the street, and then he
Mm-hmm.
would like give me the head nod to go, and I would lead him out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you could have just went down the street and played ball. Like, what's? I was like, never mind, whatever. I would throw the ball and do the things and attract the peoples, and they would come down, and I would leave. Just leave, mom.
Mm-hmm.
Just go. Like Jesus. Yep. But I still will never forget this little boy. They call him Big Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad and son had went fishing, and they brought back the fish, and ain't
Hey,
nobody
K Renee.
clean.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Renee, ain't nobody clean the fish. I was so mad. I was like, Daddy, you couldn't clean the fish. He talking about, we caught the fish, y'all can't clean it. I was like, God, no. So I'm sitting on the back porch, and the Big Daddy come over there. He said, where's your uncle? I said, what you mean? He said, my uncle cleaned the fish. I said, baby, I am the uncle today. He, he said, I ain't never seen my auntie clean no fish before. And I said, well, listen, baby boy, I can clean the
I
fish. I'm
can
gonna
say
cook it
all. I
too.
can say
And
all.
I'm gonna cook it too. He said, you gonna cook it, you clean it, and you cook it. He was a little, I don't know that, think that boy was more than 6 or 7 years old. It
Aw.
tickled my daughter so much. She was like, she still be talking about that when I clean fish. Mama, where your uncle at? And I'm like, child, I told my daddy that story. He was cracking up. I said, see, daddy, you was supposed to clean this fish. He talking about, child. He said, where your uncle?
you you reminded me of something. Just on how you grow up.
Yeah.
I met a little girl, I ended up going over her home, and she introduced me to her grandmother, and her grandmother was a thin lady, and I said,
Uh-huh.
"You lying? That ain't your grandma." And she was like, "That is my grandma." And the lady said, "Why don't you think I'm her grandma?" I think her grandmama is fat. You know, everybody thought my grandmama was fat, was big.
The best ones are.
Exactly. Exactly. He got that arm fat.
Uh-huh.
Mm. Yes, Lord. I
You know
listen.
they're
I'm
gonna
with you,
feed you.
kid.
You're gonna be nice and full.
Right. They feed you right, boy.
Mhm.
They feed you up. Yeah, when my grandma lost all that weight, we was looking at her like, mm-mm, what's going on? Where my grandma at? Where my grandma? And I told my kids, I was like, listen, y'all didn't get the experience fat grandma, even though she would fatten you up, but you ain't never see her when she was chubbier. I
Yeah.
showed them pictures, and they was like, that was grandma. I was like, mm-hmm,
I used to
yep,
love getting under my grandma in the cold, and it was wintertime. I was staying with her, and she'd be like, "Get back, get back!" I'll be right up under her.
right. Get my little heating pad, mama, too.
Right.
Listen, my daughter, she do that to me now. She be all up under me. I'm cold, mama. I'm like, come on, come on. And my son, he be trying to act like he don't like it when I'm sitting next to him, cause I don't know why. I don't know why. This is such a weird thing, but for some reason, the curl pattern in their hair. If I put my hand in their hair and feel that curl pattern, it makes me so sleepy. And my
Not
son
them,
has
you.
yes, it makes me sleepy. It make them sleepy a little bit because I be rubbing their head. But my son, when he sit next to me and he need his dress done so bad, and I'll be having my hand in his head and I be falling asleep, and he like, "Boy," I'm like, "Boy, leave me alone. It's nice. You got nice hair like your
Hey,
mama."
Lefty say, "Well, I had both a fat grandma and a skinny grandma. My skinny grandma was a yes."
Oh my god. Wait, can I show that to the stage? Hold on. Did it show? No. No. Okay. It says show to the stage. No. No. I was trying to see if it would do it. Anyhow, yeah. Mm-mm. And I wish we had more pictures of my mom's mom when she used to wear wigs, baby, with
Mm.
them Aquanet,
Hmm.
with that Aquanet on it. And
Mm.
I used to make little fires on the wall with that Aquanet.
Wow.
The
God.
fact that I never set the house on fire is crazy. But I
I
used to
remember
make.
having that big old can in my purse or for school.
Ooh,
Yep. Just killing the ozone.
right. Oh, right. You know the 80s, we definitely tore up the ozone layer.
Oh, that big
Over
hair.
ozone layer
Mm-hmm.
with all the hairsprays and gels and junk we
Hmm.
used to put on. Child, please. I was like, yeah. The 80s is definitely the single handedly messed up the ozone layer. Sure. Ooh, and my dad, ooh, he used to hate finger waves. He used to hate all the any kind of crunchy styles.
Mm-hmm.
He could not stand it. Oh my god! And he used to get so upset if my mom would let us get stuff like that. Why they have crunchy and she was like, she would be telling him all the time, "You don't live here and you do not pay for their health, so leave them alone."
Uh-uh. Go
Yep.
ahead, mama.
Yep. When they got divorced, she used to be like, "I pay for that, and you don't touch it." Why they gotta have all that crunchy mess on their head? I'm like, oh my god. Mm-mm. But for prom, my senior prom, I had a like the bigger finger wave, like the
Mm-hmm.
like kind of movie star finger waves. I think I
Mm-hmm.
showed them on Tampa's Live. Let me see if I can find this picture. Yep, here it is. Ooh, man, looking like a diva, like a vampire on this picture. Who is that?
Oh,
Look at that
yeah.
hell.
Huh.
And
But she
I
looked like the
dreamt this dress.
godmama.
Hey,
I actually
You
Jack
ain't.
of
dreamt.
spades.
I dreamed this dress, and I got up in the middle of the night, sketched it out, and my friend's mom made the dress for me. And
Wow.
I was like, "Oh, this dress look crazy now," but at the
No,
time, I
yeah.
thought
No,
I
yeah.
was everybody child. This was
I know nobody
1992.
had nothing like it. I know that.
Nerd.
Let,
1992.
let they say edge controls flying off the store shelf. Store.
Right. Listen. And then my mom, she tried to set me up with some this young man who was in the military. My mom worked for the government and she met this young man. He was like maybe like 2 years older than me. And she was like, "Baby, he can take you to prom." I said, "Mama, I don't want no date." I was like, "Listen, I went to my junior prom and had the time of my life. And so all the girls who had dates, they looked miserable. So I was like, I'm
Oh.
not finna do that. So I went to the senior prom, same thing. All them girls was out there just as miserable, and boyfriends wouldn't dance and all of that stuff. Sure, it was a mess.
Well, let
And
me.
this is my husband back in the day.
Oh.
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 Chubby cheeks. And my son swear he don't look like this, but my son has some cheeks. He do.
Uh,
He does. And I'm like, boy, you look like your daddy. Even though his sister looked more like their daddy.
mhm.
Yep, that's my husband and my daughter.
Hmm.
Twinning. Twinning.
My senior prom date, it was wonderful until I found out that um my mother had threatened him.
Uh-oh.
So it was like I went and everybody was like, ooh, ooh. I came in there looking sharp and they didn't know, because he was a nice looking guy. And
Look
came
at
in
that
there
girl.
and they was like, well, we going to the after party. You want to come? I was like, yeah, okay, we'll be there. Do you know we got in the car and I'm like, where we going? They say we going over there. Oh, your mother said I got to have you home. I'm like, don't you take me home. You better not take me home. Everybody, what you doing? Ah, I was having a fit up in there. And then when we got home, She was like, oh, okay. I was like, Mama, why you taking me home? Everybody was waiting on me. And she said, well, I just wanted to see y'all, make sure everything was okay. But you can go back out. We never could find them heifers. Everybody
Oh
was gone
my
all over the
God,
place. I was
it's a
like, I never
mess.
will forget that. I never will forget that.
See, that's like for my
I
graduation.
could have used your
My
cord.
mom, my mom let me go to a house party for my graduation.
Okay.
Because I never got to go out and do anything. But she said I could go to this one, and it was that basement party where the red light be on,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and and so I hadn't even been there like 15 minutes, and somebody said, "Your mama called over here and said
Ah.
you better get home." I was like, "What?"
I've
And it
been
was like,
here
"Yeah."
5 minutes.
She said for you to come home. And I'm like, okay, because I had borrowed a car and I drove to the house and I
Oh,
said, Mom, I said, why did you call me to come home? And she said, I didn't, but you here already, so you might as well stay here.
Ah.
Oh,
oh
The
man.
whole
Ah.
graduation.
Ah.
Oh,
Hey,
I was
you.
Well,
like,
mm,
well,
Oh.
that's messed up.
Heavy D was my boy. Heavy D was my boy. So I was. That's when we had the black tuxes and we had the different color style vests, and our
mm,
vests matched the shoes. Our shoes matched our vests. So I had on kind of like a green kind of paisley vest. No, was it green? But my shoes was green at the top and black around the bottom. And they was kind of
Mm-hmm.
style of shoes that Heavy D used to wear. And my cousin talking about, oh, he said, I know you like the Heavy D because I always used to dance like Heavy D too. So he like, oh man, he like,
shoot.
you got the shoes
Everybody
and
used to wear
everything.
the vest up in the 90s, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the
I
girls wore
graduated in
vests with
1990. I
vests, too.
graduated in 1990. Yeah.
Yep.
Please, I used to love a vest now.
Yeah.
I used to love me a little
Yep.
vest and have my shoulders out
Yeah. That's when
and my
you know,
cleavage.
we take our little jacket off. We take our jacket off, and we had our vest, so we were still looking, fly. Even in the tuxes, we had fun though.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody didn't think I was gonna have a date. So my homegirl, she was tomboyish, but she played the trumpet in the band. And most of my friends played in the band, even though I wasn't in the band. But most of my friends and family members played
What's
in the
going
band.
Young.
on over
Uh-oh, I see food coming
Oh,
in.
shoes.
Oh.
here? Nephew, let me get a plate.
Whoa. That
Nephew, let me
sure
get a
better than
plate, man.
that chicken in the car.
Right,
That's my son chefing it up.
Oh.
right. That's why I
Wow.
said, nephew, let me get a plate.
Send the jet. Send the jet.
Look, look, he got it from his mama.
Oh, Derek is
Derek
back.
backstage.
Yeah.
Derek backstage.
I
But
told
yeah,
y'all
and
I had him cooking whole breakfast, everything for breakfast he could cook at 6 years old.
Huh.
oh
Shit.
yeah, me too.
Mm.
Cinnamon toast and everything.
You see Derek back there?
Biscuits, everything.
Swoop, you see
And
Derek back there?
Hold on.
my prom date, she wasn't looking, but I didn't know she was that fine until she came out in her prom dress. I'm like,
Hey there.
Hey,
How you doing?
hey, Derek.
I'm all right. I'm trying to figure out how to turn this camera around the other way, unless I have to just do it just like now. Can y'all see out here, out forward?
Oh
Can
my
y'all
Yeah.
see?
I see it's
Oh,
black, pitch black out there. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
oh, okay. Um, I'm about to get into the light. I'm out here getting a rack, but I just wanted to kind of, when I say I work in the dock, Miss Kim, you said you thought I was on the water. Hell no. I'm
You're
on
not
a.
on the water, Derek. Docks. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's not a dock on the water.
Yeah, yeah. There's a dock on the water, but this is a freight dock.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so
Sitting
I'm
back
gonna
to
try to.
talk to the breeze.
If it gets noisy, just tell me. I'll just try to explain what I'm doing real quick. But or y'all can just watch, and if it's noisy, I'll mute. And because there's no want to get back to showing that food. That food looked delicious.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, So,
Okay.
but I don't know. But it may be dark, but I'm hoping y'all can see
No,
okay.
I can see. We
We
can
can
see.
see.
I'm picking up a load rack outside, so came outside to get this, and I'm headed back. Is the forklift noisy or too noisy?
It's not
Don't worry
bad.
about it.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
good.
All right. Ah! Don't you dare!
Oh boy.
Yeah, this
Oh,
reminds me
you
of
gotta
Gotta,
go in this room.
some kind of
We
horror movie.
Don't want to go up the hill.
no, I had to recenter the rack.
Oh.
Hey, peep, peep.
Whee!
For real, even that little hill.
So,
Everybody got their seatbelts on.
Right.
yeah, I got
Uh-huh.
my seatbelt on.
I got mine
So,
on.
I'm
We talking
loading
about
this.
us.
I'm loading this particular trailer here. So when we get freight in, the freight, like I go pick up and all the other drivers,
Mm-hmm.
it gets sent to another terminal to get sorted, a hub, and then it goes out from there. So, so everything we pick up is going down into
See a difference.
city of
That's what
Conway.
I
I
wanted to
don't
see.
know if you can see the other guy on the forklift, but so I'm working on one particular trailer, which is this one right here. So I have a okay. So I have my diad here,
Mm-hmm.
and what that does is I scan things on the dock. I have to scan that rack in the trailer real quick.
Oh,
So I
okay.
so I scan stuff in. So like I'm gonna pick up this freight, and the reason why I got this loan rack small, I'm actually working on two trailers at once. So I have to find what we call a phone number, which yeah. Hold on. Round and round and round we go. So I don't
Ooh.
know if you guys can see this barcode here. So
Yes.
I scan it like that. My diet tells me it belongs to part of two pallets.
Is that
So
headed to
actually I
Texas?
put one in already. So the next thing I have to do is I have to weigh it. It's telling me to weigh it and retrieve the weight. The scale is
Mm-hmm.
up here, weighs 185 pounds. It's
Mm-hmm.
Bluetooth connected to this. So I retrieve the weight, I hit done. Now I have to do what we call dimensioning. So we get the height, weight, and length of the frame. So I'm going across an imaginary line. Come on, Henry, come on.
Come
Oh,
on,
that's
Henry.
Henry down there
You
coming
messing up
through
our
on
lesson.
hang on, I gotta turn this. I hit the volume.
Gary,
Yeah.
I want to know, do you got my Timu water? Do you see it?
Right.
All right. So I don't know if you guys can see that there's a TV screen up ahead that's red. So I'm going through an imaginary square that's gonna take a picture of the frame and get the height, weight, and length. So it says it's measuring, it's ready. It sees that says success. Then that means it caught the height, length, and width of the freight.
All right. I like that.
So now where I put that load rack into, I am going to, there's a number on the door. I'm going to scan this door and put the freight in. And I'm going to put this up under the load rack. So
So
all
you have
this
to
I'm
do
loaded
that for
for
each one of them?
every piece of freight.
Oh, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. So that's what happens when I say I'm working the dock.
That's how
And
they
then I
tracking my order. That's
and
right.
then I have to put where I put the freight. So I put it in the middle of this trailer. It weighs that much. I just hit done, and then I wash, rinse, and repeat. I do it again.
Well, thank you for showing us there. I learned something new today.
So
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. So just for educational purposes, So it's asking me since I put this in the middle,
So
take a picture
is
of the
this
middle of the trailer.
considered our training so we can put in an application
Right.
because we already been trained?
You know what? You'll probably make more money someplace else as a dock worker. But as a driver, I ain't. Right now I'm on overtime, and so I'll take every penny I can get at the
I
moment.
know that's right.
So, well, my wife got laid off her job, so and
Oh, I'm
then
Yes.
sorry to hear that.
unfor- unfortunately we had two drivers get laid off today because we're slow.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So we're getting in the slow season right now.
Well, you better be doing your job for you won't be in the wind.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'll be all right. So, but if you see these trailers down here loaded with freight, we have to unload those too. We haven't got to those yet. So
Okay.
basically, that's what I do on the dock. So, any questions?
Do you prefer being on the road versus the dock?
You know what? I'd rather be on the road and out, but right now with the overtime, I'll take it. With them laying off two guys, that puts me closer to the bottom of the seniority. I got 8 years. The guy below me has five. The two guys below me, the other one has eight also, and then the other one has five. So they took the two bottom guys with 2 and 4 years, and right now they're until they get recalled, they'll be off. So what that does is I can be forced to work the dock if she needs both of us. Right now I volunteered. I let the other guy below me. He didn't want to
Mm-hmm.
work the dock. I said, go home. I'll take the money. So if he wants to do that, I'll take the money while I can get it. But it's
Mm-hmm.
long hours. I started at 9:30 this morning, my time.
Mm.
So I've been here 11 hours. So,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
and I will probably end up working probably 13 or 13 and a half. And that'll
Wow.
probably be daily until further notice.
Mm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like I say, the paycheck is good. I get tired. The last 3 weeks, I worked 55 and 57 hours each. So, and there's sometimes where I've been in the 60s. So
Mm-hmm.
it is
Wow.
what it is.
Yeah.
So, but you know, but that's what I do. So when I tell y'all that I'm working the dock and I'm on a forklift and I can't, really be listening, which I actually am because, like I said, they can't hear me. That's what's going on.
Well, thank you for showing
All
us.
right.
I must speak
So,
for all the ladies on the panel. We appreciate a hard-working black man. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
thank you so
I
very
tell
much.
I
Damn
tell
it!
people
Damn
in
it!
my
Damn it! Damn it! Damn
I tell people I
Look
came
at you
out the
did,
womb
Damien.
working. I came out the womb working. My mother raised four, like I said, four hard-headed boys, and we had to work before we do anything else. So that's just how it goes. So, so yeah, so I'm about to just scan this one, watch, rinse, repeat, and do it again, and till we're all done. So
All
that's what
right.
we do. So, but
Well, you be
I'll let
careful.
y'all get back in. I'll try to listen. Swoop, thank you for bringing me up and allowing me to show folks that. Appreciate it. But anybody got any other questions before I go?
Thank you, Derek. Just get my order through. I appreciate it. Just pull it. Pull it.
Yeah, great. So it's just so y'all know right now I'm inside a trailer. So
Yes.
so they can't see me or anything like that. So that's why I'm talking like this. So
Okay.
but I'm gonna drop down unless y'all want me to put this mic on mute and just watch or whatever y'all want to do. And
Whatever you
just go
want to
from there.
do.
So now I don't want to make y'all dizzy.
Well, well, thank you for that because it is.
Yeah,
Thursday, and I'm already dizzy enough.
for real. The ramp ride almost took me out.
Woo! I was like, woo!
All right, y'all. Then y'all have a wonderful evening. I'll be in the background listening,
All right,
and
you
All
too.
yeah, y'all take care, and I'll hopefully catch y'all Saturday. Saturday, but I'll like I said, I'll be trying to listen.
Okay, take
All
right.
care,
right.
Derek.
All right, bye bye.
Bye.
Man, I just saw something just warm my heart.
What's that?
Uh, this family was this family was getting in their truck, and this little boy, he looked like he about 8 or 9 years old. His mom went to get in the truck. He opened his door for his mom, and she got in the truck, and he closed the door.
Aww,
And I was like, wow,
she
you don't
raised
see
him
that.
right.
Yeah, I was
Angel.
like, man. Now back to my story. Now,
I can't stand
uh,
you.
Oh my goodness. Might have seen his daddy doing that. That's cool. Hmm.
yeah. So, nah, my prom
Mm-mm.
date. My dad always said that me and my date was the least two in my class that they expected to have a date.
Wow.
Okay.
And well, I wasn't. I was not awkward, but I wasn't popular. I didn't fall into a category in high school. I didn't follow because I didn't follow. I never followed trends. I was just being myself.
Hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I never follow like trends. I didn't wear like the popular clothes, and all that. I'm like, man, that's too much money. You
Right.
know, I'm like, and my dad, he had the money, and my mom, sometimes my mom worked at the gas station just to get me through my senior year. So it was like, my aunt, she would always want to buy me the popular clothes, go to dealers, but I was always a big kid. I'm like, I can't wear nothing out this store.
Hmm.
Why you always want to take me to J.C. Penney's, dealers, what's this, Sanger Harris? Nah, I can't wear nothing out this store. Take me back to Levine's.
Hmm.
So,
Goodness. Ooh.
well, we had fun though, but it was just fun time. I mean, growing up in the '90s, I mean, in the '80s, being a kid, and I guess my cousin was a millennial too, but I think he's still a millennial. I don't know if he's Gen X, but we 10 years apart. But he was born in '82. I was already 10 years old when he was born, so it
Mm-hmm.
was just the good times. And we saw the first of a lot of stuff that's going on right now. It's like you be like, oh man, when they first came on the scene, the kids were right there, were like, what? I'm like, yeah, we didn't have cell phones. Remember when we had, they was in cars and bags, and you was either
Mm-hmm.
a doctor, lawyer, professional. You had phones. Professional had beepers. Then next thing you know, everybody had beepers.
Uh-huh.
It was just, I'm like, it was just a good time. But we was outside. We got told you coming in or you going out.
Right.
You already heard you come in this door one more time, you staying in.
Right.
Hmm.
You're
Turn
like
off
your
the air
homo.
conditioner.
You letting the air out.
Stop in my ass.
Letting the
was,
air out.
was you raised in the barn? What? What they mean?
And please, we used
Mhm.
to drink out that water hose and everything. Come on
Yeah.
now.
Same here.
Yeah.
We had to
Drink
let
out
it
the
run
water
out.
hose. Drink out the water hose and go pee in the bushes.
Right. Right.
Uh-huh.
And the girls had the only one who could go in the house to use the restroom was the girls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boys go pee in the bushes. What y'all doing back there? Don't go back around the house.
Right.
We try
Right.
to use the restroom. But
Please.
people didn't know that it's a
Where's some?
science to drinking out the water hose. You got to let the water hose run a little bit.
Yep.
Cause, cause the first water gonna come out gonna be hot, especially in Texas. The water
Hot.
gonna be hot.
So hot. So hot.
So,
And some of them
yeah.
boys, some of them boys was playing football once, and we turned it on, and they just automatically. And I say, "Y'all so stupid." And they was like, "We thirsty. We don't care. We don't care." And then
Hey,
by the
Nick. Hey,
third
Nick.
boy, they had cold water. I said, "See if you had waited.
Yep.
Yeah, if you had waited."
Hi,
But
Nick.
I wasn't necessarily popular, but I was known. because I was on the water girls, the water boys team, whatever. We did the water for the football team, and I was known, but I wasn't known like them other girls was.
Yeah. But see,
Yeah,
I
the
was
little
known.
fast girls.
I, I was known because a lot of people, that we know from the neighborhood. Because
Mhm.
my school district, we know our school districts are big in Dallas, so one school might have about 10 neighborhoods in it, come from
Mhm.
our neighborhood. So I knew a lot of kids. I met a lot of kids from, because elementary, elementary, that's a tight knit. That's just one neighborhood. That's everybody in that little area, and so when we got to junior high school, that's when you start meeting kids from like different neighborhoods. And then, so when I got to high school, I knew people, but I wasn't like popular. I didn't play football. I didn't play no kind of sports. I was just there. I
Mhm.
didn't care about nothing. I didn't go to no football games. Only reason I started going to games because my first cousin played in the band. I found out I can get in the game free.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, we used to be on the bus with the boys going to the football games, and the little fast girls be trying to sit in the back of the bus with the team, and I kept my butt up front. I was like, "Oh, you is not
Mhm.
gonna get me caught up in no
Hey, that was the
mess."
same thing on band trips.
Yep.
You
Right,
Yeah.
knew not to be in the
That's
back at night unless you was willing to do something.
right.
Mhm.
And I
that's when
was
I
like, "That girl."
that was so funny because when I first saw American Pie, when she said, "Oh, that one time in band camp," I just bust out
Mhm.
laughing.
Mm-hmm.
I just bust out laughing.
Them band trips, they were
I
something.
said, I said, it ain't just band camp. It's the going to the game, coming home from a game.
Uh huh.
Mhm.
Waiting for it to be dark.
I say, if you get, they had girls in the band and they had the flag corps. They all rode in the band on the bus with the boys. They never separated the boys
Mhm.
from the girls.
Uh
Nope. Nope. And
But
that's
once
why
she said,
half of them heifers was pregnant back then.
Oh.
That's why so many. Our school was known as pregnant high
Oh, shoot.
because it was so many girls that got pregnant while I was in high
Six four
yeah,
school.
said red light special.
Right.
yeah. And see,
Yeah.
in Dallas, we called it health. We had a school for health where the kids that were going to health, they get there, they learn trade about nursing and
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
doctors and stuff like that. But they also had a certain part where they send the girls if they got pregnant. So they take them out of regular school and send them to school to
Alternative school or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
they
That
caught them pregnant.
my baby sister, she got pregnant at 17, had my nephew at 18, and I was working at J.C. Penney's at the time, and I was a part of the what is that stupid organization? It's not stupid. Lord have mercy. UNICEF, not UNICEF. One of them organizations. When we had, I was a part of the team for J.C. Penney, so I went to this school called Beta House, and it was such a neat setup where the teens, the pregnant moms, could come in there and learn. They still got their high school education, but they also learned how to take care of a baby, how
Oh,
to,
okay.
and they had
Mhm.
like different sections for each stage of the baby. So they had like the little infants, they had the little crawlers, and then they had the walkers, and they had these huge charts on the wall where they had to chart everything they did with each baby and all of this stuff. It was like a really great program. So I told my mom and my sister about it, and they went there. And my sister was like, "I'm willing to go and learn," And they put you with a mentor, and then they did have a boarding place, but of course she came home every day because her my mama wasn't putting her out. But some of
Right.
the girls who was there that their parents put them out. This girl was in that place, and I will never forget it. She was 12 years old. My
Mm.
sister was so mad, and she was like, her parents made her stay there and go through the program and all this stuff. And I was just like, what? I
Mm-hmm.
was like, why?
Yeah.
And it was a whole like thing. And my sister, I was like, oh my God. So she was like, I'm so happy I went through that program. She still keeps in touch with her mentor to this day. My nephew about to be 30, which is absolutely insane. So and I'm like, you just got here 5 minutes ago. What do you mean? So, but I'm so glad I found that program because she learned so much. It helped her go into the field she's in now. She's in a therapist, and yeah, she went through phlebotomy school and med. First, she went through like the CNA program and learned how to be a phlebotomist. And then she was like, yeah, this is not it for me. So then she kept going to school until she became a therapist. And I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, I don't know how you do it. I felt like I was a therapist for 30 years because I was in the hair salon, but
Yeah.
but yeah, that
I never,
program was good.
yeah, I never seen my uncle raise his voice. I never seen my uncle and my aunt get into it, but she wasn't. She was the oldest child, but she wasn't my uncle's daughter because she had two kids and he had three kids when they got married.
Hmm.
So she was her oldest child, and I remember my cousin got pregnant at 16. We had to go over to their house because he called my dad because she was over there tripping. People that get I call holier than now. It's like you putting my cousin out because she got pregnant at 16, and
Hmm.
and you just putting her out. And it's like you don't care where she going, and you're getting into it. You ain't trying to listen to her. No, you just putting her out cause you so holy, and you can't do this and this and that. And it's like you just putting her out. And my uncle was like, she ain't got to go nowhere. This and that, and this and that. I ain't never raised my uncle. See my uncle raise his. And my uncle, he real. He's one of them. He like to joke. He real cool. He the cool uncle.
Hmm.
But he was a successful dude. He started as a janitor after he got to Vietnam for this company. He worked out his work. He worked his way to account in that company.
That's
So
awesome.
Well,
yeah,
y'all,
so
I'm finna head to bed. My melatonin has kicked in.
Night night,
Okay,
yeah,
take
Pookie.
care.
I'll see y'all for Freaky Friday. Good
Freaky
night. Bye, y'all.
Good night.
Friday.
but
Yeah.
I ain't never heard him raise his voice till she decided she wanted to kick
I
her out the
know.
house,
Mhm.
I
and she
know.
left. She went to go stay with her dad. People, man, I was like, man, it's crazy.
Now my sister, when she got pregnant with my second nephew, my mama was like, "Okay, listen." She said, "Nah, she was older, but she was like, listen, this house ain't big enough for all these babies, so you gonna need to find somewhere." And she went and she lived in this little project area and everything. And she fixed up that little project apartment and did her thing. And she worked hard and she got out of there. And I was like, I was devastated when she made her move. But she was like,
Yeah.
she got to learn to take care of herself and these kids she done made. And so I was
Yeah,
like, oh Jesus. So
I
her and
remember
the
it was so
boys,
funny.
they was over there, and I used to be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go over there." They call that area the poking beans, the poking beans.
Oh yeah, I heard them. I heard them. Yeah, Florida. Yeah, I heard them.
Yeah, the poking beans, and we ooh child, and she lived in a pretty decent spot in that place, even though it was in the back part of it. The people
Uh,
around her was pretty decent, and they had like a older lady that used to live over there. And she was one of them. I ain't one to gossip.
the neighborhood watch. We call them neighborhood watch. See, they
Right,
know
right.
everything.
Child,
Yeah.
and this one girl, ooh, this heifer. What's that court show? Not Judge Judy, before Judge Judy. What's the white dude that used to
Her
be on the?
husband.
Hatchling
People's,
or something? I don't know.
Oh God, it
her,
was one of the original
it was her
court
husband.
shows.
Yeah, yeah. It was her husband. I forget his name. The older
Well,
white guy. Yeah, it
it's
was her. It was Judge Judy husband. Yeah.
I didn't even know that, but
Yeah.
um, this girl tried to say my nephew did something to her car, and my sister was still pregnant with my second nephew, and the lady was like some person reached out to my sister trying to get her to come on the court show in New York and all of this stuff. She was like, I am pregnant. I don't even know what this lady is talking about. Like, there was no police reports, there was no nothing, like, there was no evidence.
Mm.
And they were like, oh, we gonna pay you to come up here and da da da. And she was like, I'm not traveling up there. I have a small child and I'm pregnant. This
Yeah,
is
'cause
bull
that's the
craps.
original People's Court.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
People's Court. Yes, the
Wapner,
Yeah, that's
People's
the
Wapner.
Court.
yeah, George
That's what
Walker.
it
Yeah, that's the
was.
original. Yeah,
Judge Wagner. You right,
oh,
Robert.
yeah.
Thank you, Robert. Yeah, so yeah, they tried to get her to come on that show, and
No, it
my
was
sister
Wapner.
was
Anyway.
she
Mm-hmm.
was like, I'm not coming up
Hey,
there, and I
Robert.
don't even know what this lady talking about or nothing. So they sent her like all this documents and stuff talking about this lady said your son damaged her car in the parking lot, and she was like, I don't know this lady. My
Yeah, because
son is little. He does not go outside. Like, he don't go outside by himself. Why would he be out there touching somebody's car? And
right.
so my mama was like, "You need to sue her for defamation." Then why she trying to get you to come on the show? It was a mess. I said, "Girl, are you be so for real?" It was so
Man,
stupid.
me and my cousin was just talking about that the other day where he got in trouble. 'Cause he stole this. Back then they was taking the emblems off the cars, off the hood of the cars, the Cadillacs and the Mercedes.
Yeah.
And they was wearing,
Yes.
So my cousin decided to take this man in the apartment Mercedes emblem, Cadillac emblem off his car, and to find out he like when the man came to the door, he said a girl that he was talking to brought the man to the door. He's like, I can't believe she just brought this man to my door because he was
Oh
about
my
like 12,
God.
12 or 13 years old, and she said when he opened the door, the man seen his mama. He said, Stephanie? She said, yeah. And she said, he like, so now he confused. He like, how the hell you know my mama? Turned out
Right.
the guy was a friend of my dad.
Oh my
So,
God.
man, my dad came over there and whooped him. Grandmama whooped him. And he's like, I don't know why I got so many whoopings. Man, I'm like, well, that's how it went back then.
Right.
You got caught stealing.
You got caught, and now you finna get that butt toe out the frame. Listen, they need to bring that back. I'm telling you. That's why this world like it is now, because these kids ain't disciplined. Child, please.
Well, it ain't never
Yeah,
left in my household, so.
I know that's right.
I ain't never left my family. Cause they tell you if you don't want your child getting whooped, you don't leave them over here.
Listen, I kept my son chest in to this day. What you mean? He's 21
So
years old. I'll knock
so
him out.
so when my sister in law got pregnant, she was 17, and her mom was like, "Yeah, I ain't babysitting, ain't got no bitch and babysitters over here, none of that." And I'm like, "Why you sitting there lying? Why you sitting here lying, man? That boy was born, man. Where you going with that baby? Nuh-uh, leave that baby here. It's too cold out there. Leave he ain't got where Jeremiah? This is because they stay in the same house. I'm like, Jeremiah was spoiled. Jeremiah was the first grandbaby, and all that. And she did every last one of them, even my daughter. Well, ain't no built-in babysitter. Where that baby at?
Right.
And my wife got offended because as soon as she walked in the door, everybody like, where the baby? She like, oh, I'm not gonna ask how I'm doing. And I like, girl, then it's all about that baby.
Right. You done gave birth now. We don't care about you no more. Listen.
I'm like, oh, y'all
Listen.
contradicting y'all. Ain't no built-in babysitter. You gonna be at the man. Hey, buy pampers, milk, clothes, shoes, everything. Picking them
Don't
up from
want for nothing.
school. Yeah, we picking them up from school. We taking them to school. I'm like,
Swoop, can I
I'll
see
leave them
your
to work.
plate, man? You been muted for a long time. I need to see the plate, friend.
I
I need to see the
I,
plate.
I'm
A little baby foot, something.
some yes ready because
Can I
I
can
was
I
getting
see a
out of
little
work.
baby foot?
I was getting out of work at 2 o'clock in the morning, going there because she talking about she home, taking my sister in. They say, who the baby daddy? You my brother-in-law. I say, shit, I'm the uncle, so and they give me time to go see my girl. So shoot, yeah. Can you bring me some Taco Bell? She was Taco Bell with me to death. And they be like, who the baby daddy? You Brandon. I was like, Brandon the baby daddy, but I'm the uncle, and I coming over here just give me an excuse to get off work, go see my girl, take care of my sister-in-law, my nephew, go see my girl.
Mm.
Kill
I
two
ate
birds with
good
one
when I
stone.
was pregnant, boy. When I was pregnant with my son, they fed me up. Do you hear me? He said, my grandma, ooh, she said, baby, what you want to get when you get to Florida? I said, I want me some fried fish, some biscuits, some grits. And she said, well, you let me know when you get to this point, and I'm gonna start cooking it, baby. When we pulled up, and she had that hot out the grease fish and them buttered biscuits and a big old pot of grits, baby. I ate good and slept like a little baby. I was so happy. Ooh, I miss them
It was so
days.
yeah, it was so funny because everything my wife liked to eat, she couldn't eat while she was pregnant. My dog
Oh
was like, no,
no,
because my wife used to love salads and everything, and man, every time she ate a salad, it came straight back up. My dog was like, nope,
I don't
nope,
want that.
nope.
I don't want that.
Pizzas, pizzas. She had to eat mushroom and olives, black olive pizza. She couldn't have nothing but mushroom, black olive pizza. Because that's the only
That's the
thing she could
best.
get to stay there. And I was like, oh man. And
Yeah,
then
my
she was
daughter
going
wouldn't
to
let
get
me eat
stuff.
tacos.
And then she was going to get stuff to eat. I was like, I'm coming home. I'm looking in the microwave. I see the sacks on the side of the bed. I'm like, where's my food? I ain't know if you. I said, you knew I was coming home. You going out to eat at the restaurants and stuff. I'm at the prison working 12-hour shifts. I'm like, I'm in there eating prison food. What?
Man. And see, I ate everything with my son. My daughter, she limited me big time. She wouldn't let me eat no kind of Mexican food. My husband could not even open a jar of salsa in the house. I would
Oh
have,
man.
I would have. Oh God, the smell used to.
And then
And my
it did.
daughter to this day loves a taco. Okay, we had tacos tonight. She loves tacos. With my son, I could eat spicy food. I could eat all the foods. And then with her, if I ate anything with caffeine or drank a Coca Cola, I was up for days. It didn't make no sense because with him, I could drink a Coca Cola and go right to sleep. With
Yeah.
her, I bounced off the walls. She would be
Mm-mm.
bouncing off the walls. I'm like, oh my God. It was like night and day pregnancies. But baby, when I tell you, when she came out, I said, Mama, the first thing I want you to make is some tacos. Please, I need a taco. And I told them tacos up. And I said
And
maybe
then
I should have just made them myself, but I knew I couldn't stand the smell of salsa in the house. So I,
yeah.
when I was teaching, I taught hair school, and my students took me to this little. It was like a tiny little mom and pop
Mm-hmm. Hole in the wall.
Mexican
Mm-hmm.
food, and we ate the tacos. They were so good, and we was walking back to the school, and I was like, "Oh, feels so good." Man, I was so sick, and I had to leave my class with somebody else and go home after I had done threw up all over myself and my shoes and everything else.
Oh.
But then up the next building over was this. I don't even know what country. I don't know. It was like Hispanic, but not Hispanic. Um. Oh
Probably
my
was a
God!
Cuban restaurant.
It was some. They had the best rotisserie chicken I ever had in my life,
Uh,
ever. And they had these big rotisserie racks, and that chicken used to be so good. And I would go over there and grab two of them and take them home, and I would have my chicken, and I'm like, listen, don't touch my stuff. You got a whole chicken over there, and it would take me a couple days to eat it, but I'm like, this one right here, this one right here, this one mine. Don't
but
touch it. And my husband
let me
used
tell
to be like, dang girl, I'm like, this one right here, don't
right.
touch it. Cause
Tell you
this,
what this
cause
little
I
heifer
would make
did.
chicken salad. I would make other stuff. I would cut it up and put it in a taco shell. I would do it just, but that chicken was mad.
Tell you what this little heifer did for 9 months.
Uh.
For 9 months, That little heifer would
Hello,
not
good
turn
night.
over to see to show us what the hell she was.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
for the week, we found out the week before she came into this world what the hell she was. She would not turn. She would not turn around. She would not flip.
She
And when
was
she
not
do
finna
flip,
show you her goody bits.
and then you go, the last trimester you start going to the doctor, every
Mhm.
week or so, and she was doing the sonogram, and she had flipped over, and the doctor said, 'cause my wife, mom went with her to the hospital. 'Cause I had to work. She went to her with the hospital, and she was like, "Oh, there goes some lips. We got lips." And she called me. She said, "We having a girl."
Wow. She had to make a grand entrance.
And I was like, okay, since it won't flip over, I said it got to be a hard headed boy. It had to be a hard headed boy. I said it ain't
Mhm.
gonna flip over, so I said it's a hard headed boy. And some people are like, what you really want? I like, I don't care. I just want to help the baby. And I was like, really? I was like, I want a boy, but
Mm-hmm.
because I
My
already
son,
know,
listen, my son, his legs was wide open. He was showing all the bits and pieces, baby. My
Wait,
daughter, she opened her
that's
legs
funny.
one time.
I
Once.
every
wanted
time,
a girl first, and when they put the baby on me, I looked down and I said, "That ain't no girl."
That's not
Uh-uh.
no
you
It
know
was.
what?
girl.
And then see, me and her was opposite. I wanted a boy, but she really wanted the girl. But she was like, if I have a boy, we just ain't naming him after me. I can't stand juniors. I don't like being called nobody junior. I can't stand a junior. And it's like, no. And everybody used to call me Little Paul. My name is Reggie. My name is not Paul. That's my daddy. I'm not a junior. I'm named after my uncle. And they be like, oh, they're like, because my daddy's nickname was Blind in high school. 'Cause he used to wear them Coke bottles like Red Fox Head and Harlem Nights, them
Uh-huh.
big stuff. Yeah, if you go on my Instagram, you see a picture of my mom and daddy standing next to each other. He got them Coke bottles on. And I was like, no.
Wow.
And that was his nickname, Blind. They called him Blind. I'm like, no, y'all would not be calling me blind, even though I wear glasses. Don't call me blind. Hey, you blind, son? No, no. My daddy named Paul. I'm like, what the hell, y'all? So y'all was cruel in the '70s. Y'all was so cruel in the '70s.
That's just children. Children. Whew.
And then she was just like, she would not flip over. She would not, every time we did a sonogram, her leg be closed. She always in a fetal position. And when
Yeah.
she came out with curly, long hair, head full of hair. My wife kept heartburn.
That's what I was
And I
going to
said,
ask
oh,
you. Did she have heartburn? Because I had it, and my son had a head full of hair.
yeah. She came out with a head full of hair. I said, yep, that's that Griffin gene. Because my mom and them, my aunt, my uncle, I always had, I got a picture of my uncle on there. I said on my Instagram, I said, this is who I name after. This is my mom, oldest brother. He got a head full of hair. He's a light skinned guy with got on shorts with a button down shirt. He's sitting like in a lawn chair. And he got hair. I'm like, that's where I get my hair from. So I'm so glad I did get hair from my dad's side because they don't have
Hey, round time.
good
Mm-hmm.
hair. They got the nappy hair. So that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm gonna say, James. I say, John, I say you sitting there talking about your son curly hair. I said you would have had a field day playing in my hair
Listen, I love
right
hair.
now.
I love it. No,
It's soft and it's curly,
I
especially when it's wet.
love textures. I love texture here. I love it. I love it. I love it. So,
And I had an aunt. Well, she's actually my cousin. She's my mama and them first cousin, but we call her aunt because she older.
of
And
course.
she used to suck her thumb, and she like playing with her earlobes while she suck her thumb. We be running from her, and she'll be like, "Come here," and she'll like
Uh-uh.
touch your earlobe. If you got some feel good to her, you'll be standing there like, "What the hell going on?" And she's sucking her
Right.
thumb while she's running with her.
She
Mm.
said, he said, Robert said, hello, they cruel now. You ain't lying. They worse now. So,
Oh yeah, these kids now,
now they
boy.
got cameras. Mm-mm. No, I
Let me
love,
call my mama. I seen one. She was driving. She like, let me call my mama. For you can't take me to jail. I'm like, how? What makes you think this man can't take you to jail? You,
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my mama. You even call and tell her what jail you going to so she can bail you
Right.
out.
That part. That part.
My
Swoop,
father
put
was
down that
a
chicken and come on up here, girl, so I can go to
my
bed.
father was a cop, so I used to invoke his name to get out of trouble.
Oh, no, you did.
Oh, you want to? You know who my daddy is?
No, I wouldn't do it like that. I would just say, my dad and the whole family a member of the Fox, and do you know such such? Do you he work at such and such precinct? Oh yeah, I know son. I'm like, yeah, I'm his daughter, but he sure wouldn't like to hear about this. Can you give me a break?
Nah.
Yeah. Okay. I said, yeah, cause you wouldn't want, your child to get caught doing something that he didn't give him a break, right? Mhm.
And
And so
that she
Tippy
did.
talking herself out of trouble.
Yeah, that didn't fly in Dallas to. Oh, your daddy police. Oh, you Chernobyl did. What?
Right.
Huh?
Okay, I
I
done
remember.
felt several times doing that. Just
I remember when we went to help my aunt. Now we helped my aunt move. She was moving some stuff because she was moving in with her new husband. So we were moving some stuff out of her apartment, taking it to the house and stuff. And my little cousin decided she wanted to skip school. She was 13. And she decided she wanted to skip school. And the police brought her home, and one police officer was black and one was white. And the first thing she did when she seen her in the back of that police car, yeah, get upstairs. I'm gonna beat your goddamn. And the white officer was like, no, 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 there's no need for that. Just put her in timeout. She's 13 years old. And the black officer was like, she was like, my auntie looked at him. The look on my auntie's face is, you about to make me go off on you. And that black officer stepped in. He was like, oh man, I got this. He like, just go finish writing up stuff. Go wait in the car. I got this. He said, ma'am, don't hit her in front of us. Wait till we get up. Wait till we leave and go upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was
that
sitting
was
there
like
cracking
Poppy and that other cop on Sanford and Son.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Remember them?
Yeah. I was like, oh man. I'm like, oh, you about to get a beat down. I'm like, girl, what you do? She's like, we just skipped school. It was so. I was like, girl, your family too big to skip school. Our people know too many people.
Right.
Cause they're
Listen,
alumni.
my sister got the same sister who was pregnant at 17. She got arrested for shoplifting with her stupid friend who worked at Sears.
Uh-oh.
And the friend was ringing her up all this baby stuff and wasn't scanning it, and she put it in the bag for like $20. Now her baby's father was in the store, but he had no clue what was going on. So
Right.
we get this frantic call from him, Miss Tommy, oh, Miss got arrested and they finna go to jail. Da, da, da. He crying. He like, oh my god. So the police let him go because he had nothing to do with it. They had it all on camera.
Yeah.
So we get my mama said, Jamie, I need you to drive me down here to this juvenile place and
Mm-mm.
because I need to calm down before I get over here. So we called the girl mama because she was oh sure her mama was drunk and we picked her up and took her to and so the correction officer he said, you lucky you pregnant, young lady, but you little girl, your behind is not. And he said, I ought to give your mama this belt right here in this place and let her wear your behind out. And so, and she was not sober, child. It was a mess.
Oh
So
Lord, I'm
he
surprised
he
they let it
kind of
go with
he
you.
he kind of picked up on the fact that she was drunk, and he was getting mad too, because he was like, "How you gonna come down here like that?" Like, and she was like, I didn't drive. And she was acting all stupid and belligerent. And my mom was so embarrassed. She was
Right.
embarrassed because her daughter was out here getting arrested
Sure.
and pregnant. And then the stupid
You,
girl
you,
mama
you,
out here drunk. And she was like, she tell my nephew all the time. She said, "You know, you saved your mama life, right? Because if she wasn't pregnant with you, I would have broke her in half." And I was like, "Oh my god!" And my mama was so pissed. Like she was so pissed off. And she was like, "At what point did you think this was a good idea? Like who in your right mind said, let me go and steal
Cause
stuff that
somebody,
I didn't even need?"
cause somebody at the store showed her friend how to do it. That's all it was.
Yeah, and
Somebody
that's
in the
what her
store showed
stupid
her
friend.
friend.
That's what her stupid friend said. That she saw some other girls get away with it, and she thought they got away with it. And turns out they didn't.
They,
They
yeah, they've
just,
been
they
watching. They've
just,
been
they,
watching. Yeah,
yeah, and they arrested them, and she didn't know they got arrested. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, you
uh,
big dummy, you big dummy. They just didn't arrest them in front of everybody else, so that,
everybody else. Yeah.
yeah, and that's
Some
why
should
they
tell
didn't
you.
know.
Some should tell you, hey, what happened to so and so? Why she don't come to work no
Right,
more? Yeah.
right. So I was like, "You big idiot!" So I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I was like, "It ain't enough that your behind got pregnant as a teen. Now you got mama stressing out because you out here shoplifting for crap you didn't even need. Like you didn't even need none of this stuff,
That's the thrill of it. Mm.
right?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Girl, like I
My
don't
pastor
know,
always say. My pastor always say. He say it's not even the fact that you stole stuff. He say you wrong if you buying the stuff that's stolen. And they
right?"
used to come in all the time to the like to the barber shop with all kind of stuff, clothes. The crackheads come with the soaps and the deodorant, the shampoo. And you're like, y'all just got this shit at the dollar at the Family Dollar.
Right there. Robert talking about it. She would have got away with it if it wasn't for those pesky
Oh
cameras.
my.
Shit.
I was like, it was
You know what?
1995. Like,
What people don't, yeah, what people don't know, they keep a camera over the cash register. They keep a camera
yes,
through all through the stove. They can't legally put them in the dressing room, but they put them at the door of the dressing room.
right,
So when you
right.
walk in the dressing room, when you walk in,
They see
right
what you
there before
walked
you walk,
in with, and they
yeah,
see what you
they see
walk
what you
out
walk
with.
in. And
Yeah,
man, it should be so funny. They be coming in the mall, and you see them like all these mall cops come around. It was like, stop right there, and they were like, what I do? They had a little sacks. They're like, yeah, this
right,
is stolen, this is stolen. They'd be like, no, I did, I paid for it. I'm like, ma'am, you walk straight past the camera, and you walk
right.
in, you ain't had this bag. So where you get this bag from? And you see people they stuffing stuff out in they pants and stuff. Like, oh
Right.
man,
Oh my god. And I worked in
but
a clothing store briefly, and the one thing they told us, you don't chase nobody, you don't do all that. If you see them stealing it, just let us know, and we'll
Not
deal
no
with it, and
y'all.
we'll get the people on it. But please do not chase nobody about no clothes that you ain't paying for.
Mm-hmm.
like like here, especially me being a armed officer, I can arrest people. So
Mhm.
as me being an armed officer, but you have to know the rules is if they got two sets of doors, it's not if you make it through the first set of doors, it's still not arrestable. It's not arrestable to you make it to the second set of doors. But if the first set of doors lead to outside more
Mhm.
than the second, that's a arrestable offense. Now, if you make it through the first set, if you just leave the first set to cross over, your intent is to walk out the store.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you can walk around. Those people don't know. You can walk around the store. You can eat a whole bag of grapes, and, eat candy. As long as you take it to the restaurant and pay for it, they can't say nothing to you. It's not there. But as
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
soon as you walk out that front door,
And
I
not
got you.
pay for it. It's over.
Yeah, we got you. And then they had designed this store. They had designed this Tom Thumb. I was working at a Tom Thumb. I used to steal beer out this Tom Thumb all the time. The cash register's on the side of the store, down the way on the side of the store, in the middle of the store. The beer is right there when you come in. From when you walk in the store, you see the little, they had a little like coffee shop and area, but the beer cooler is right there. So
Mm-hmm.
all it takes is somebody to grab a couple. 12 packs of beer and run straight out the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy.
I'm like, who designed this? I'm like, why would y'all put the beer? The beer should be in the back or in the middle of the stove. Why would y'all put
Right.
the beer right in front of the stove?
My thing is the people who literally will get those little flat carts, get a TV, do all this,
Hey,
and walk right out the door like it ain't
hey,
nothing.
hey, I've seen it for myself. Me and my wife, dude, Walmart had TVs on sale. They was like big
Right.
60-inch TV for $249. We like, oh man, that's a deal. That's usually a $400 TV.
Yes.
And they had it on sale. And we said, dude, like, can I help you out? There was another dude standing there with us. He says, this the TV. He said he came out and said it first. He like, is this the TV that's on sale? He said, yeah. And we was like, oh, I want one. And we like, he looked at us like, y'all want one too? We like, yeah, we want one too. So we had to go to the back. They had to pull it back from where they do the layaway because they layaway is separate from the store. So we had to go to the back where they do the layaway. He came out with the TV and he said, just take it to the electronic area or to the one front and pay for the TV. So we said, okay. My wife said, we going to get some, we had got some baby clothes and stuff, and we were getting some stuff out of layaway from my daughter. So she got her stuff out of layaway. We got our TV. We went to go pay for the baby clothes. We had our receipt for what we got out of layaway, and we paid for our TV. We watched this guy walk out the whole store and follow him to the whole store because he said, oh, y'all could just pay for everything right here. So the lady let us pay for everything in layaway. So we followed this dude. He done got the TV on the cart and walked straight out the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's so cold about it? It was, you know how they usually have people at the door checking your receipts and stuff. They
Yeah.
had
Mm-hmm.
nobody at the door, no nobody checking receipts. Then he went to the door. When he got to the car, he had to take the TV out the box because the TV, while I was in the
Wouldn't
box,
fit.
couldn't fit in this could. Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like,
Y'all gave
I'm
him all
looking,
this time.
yeah, I'm looking at it. And nobody came out. I said, no. I said, that dude knew him. I said, he knew him. I said, that was his homeboy. I said, they had to
It
know each
had
other.
to be.
I said, I'm like, dude just walked out. I was like, that would have been my black ass. They would have been all up on my ass.
Right. Right. I never
And I'm
show
like,
my receipt. Listen. I
what?
show mine because
Man.
I'm like, you ain't finna hit me up for no nonsense. Trust
Shoot,
me.
man, them little special people at that door gonna get you. And them older people, they didn't play. Hey, come back here. I ain't see your receipt. Wait here while wife was there. Wait here.
Mhm.
I don't
Oh,
mind them
damn.
looking at my receipt, but I tell you what, when I have a fit, is when they didn't ask the person in front of me, and I'm like, "Well,
Right.
hold it." And if they happen to be a different color, I'm like, "Wait a minute."
No, yeah. Like, why you took mine and not theirs?
hmm
And you
Right,
saw me at the register doing
Yeah,
that
and
stuff.
they got a
You
bunch of stuff
seen it.
in their grocery in their
Right.
cart. I'm like, "Hold it." I can understand you got
Especially
one
them
or two
people who be
guys.
having bottles of water at the bottom that you know they ain't stand and
hmm
all that stuff they be trying to roll
yeah,
out of there.
the
And all
cases of
my
water.
stuff in
The case.
bags.
I
Right.
looked up one day. My dog was eating a candy bar. And my wife's like, where you get that from? My wife like, where you get that from? She said, did you buy us a can? I'm like, no. And I'm talking about, we up there, we scanned it and everything. We didn't put, the lady put our bags and we put everything in the shopping cart. We walking out the door. Didn't nobody say nothing to us. We walking to the car. They said, oh, she's sitting in the basket eating candy. We like, where you get that candy
Jesus
from?
Christ.
I
I'm like,
tell
That
you
my
that
daughter was telling
diabolical.
the kid.
they had to alert my mama because I was sitting in the car. And next thing you know, the man said, ma'am, you got to pay for that. Pay for what? Your baby bit that tomato. I was chewing that
Not the
tomato.
tomato. She was like, I know she was looking at you like, this heifer done ate this daggone tomato. What in the world? Tearing that tomato up.
I'm like, everybody talking about, yeah, we got rid to ride at. I'm like, I was the only child. I ain't get rid no ride at. I was just like,
Please.
Every time I looked around, first thing I like, can I go to the toy section? Yeah, don't go nowhere else. Okay, and that's where I'll be. I'll be end up looking at the Hot Wheels, looking at the Star Wars and the GI Joes,
Mhm.
trying to see how I convince my mama or my grandmama to buy me this, and trying to pick out which
Right.
one that I really want.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Spoiled,
shoot.
right. Spoiled rotten.
I ain't get
No.
ready no ride that. Like I say, I ain't had to share. I was on the town for 10 years. For 10 years, then my little cousin them came. One came in June, the other one came in August.
Oh my goodness.
We was at the Kmart one time, and my mother said, just like a lot of people, don't touch nothing. You're not gonna get nothing. We coming
Right.
here for this. Okay, mom. Okay. And we got behind a white lady and her little girl, and they had these dolls up there at the counter. And the little girl threw it up there, and her mom said, "No, we're not gonna have that." And she had a fit. And the cashier said, "Are you sure you know?" No, no, no. And the girl that fell out in the floor and was hollering and screaming. He said, "Okay, give it to her." So I'm looking at this, I'm like,
I'm
is
gonna
that
try.
all it
I'm gonna
takes?
try.
Is that all it takes? Baby, I got up there, Mama. Can I have what I tell you about? I know, Mama, but I just want this doll, and she got it, and well, you're not gonna get it. Ah! Fell out in the floor. It was fire and lightning and everything popping me. I ain't know what was going on. All I know is I was jumping up off that floor. Ooh, wee! Ooh, she tore me up, man.
Boy, you didn't know a prayer strap can hurt so much.
Ooh.
Jesus, she
I was
lit
like,
your
I
butt
learned
up.
from that lesson. Like, you cannot do what they do. Do not.
No, 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 no.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
You cut up in this place. This is where
Yeah,
I'm gonna cut up on your
yeah.
butt
I
too.
didn't even know
And
where to
no,
run because it was coming from every direction. It was like pow, 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 and I was going this way, and they're coming that way. I'm coming this way. I'm like,
and then,
ooh,
You
and
probably
then, and
thought the
then you be
cashier
like,
was hitting you too.
what
yeah,
you say,
and
Jeffy?
then,
What
I
you
said
say,
you
Jeffy?
probably thought the cashier was hitting you too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you probably wonder where she get a belt from, and it ain't the belt, it's the curve strap.
Right.
Hi, Albert.
It's the curve strap.
Just
You
tearing you
right.
up.
Yeah, he was like, my homeboy say his mom used to throw shit. He like, my mom was like Eddie Murphy mom. He said when I first heard that joke, he said everybody around him was laughing. He said I wasn't laughing. My cousin say, man, why my mom would sit up there and throw something into my room and that shit would come around the corner. I'm in the bed. Cause it gotta come around the corner here and she hit me dead. I'm like, what?
That
I'm like,
boomerang come around
man.
the corner, baby.
I'm like,
Please.
my mama always had whooped me with a belt or a switch. I never once want to get whooped by extension cords, garden hose. I'm like, that's child abuse. I'm like, that's child abuse. Y'all can't be, your parents can't be whooping you with that stuff.
We
They were
got a
like,
belt.
man,
We got the wooden spoon. We got
Anything they could pick
the
up.
paint stirrer. the
she
and
said anything they could pick up.
right.
Anything that was nearby.
And then it was so funny because we would go to army functions and military functions, and the officers would come up and be like, "Sergeant Brown, your kids are so well behaved." And I told my mama we was in our head going, "Cause that lady is crazy and she got stuff on her. She has stuff." Them kids would be rolling around in their pretty dresses, and we would be sitting at the table just as prim and proper. Man, my mama would have lit us up if we did anything to our little clothes. And we had our little pressing curls. And
Yep.
you weren't finna mess up no pressing
Don't
curl
mess
now.
up. Don't mess up your Sunday clothes. You better go
Woo!
take your Sunday
Woo!
clothes off.
Please, one weekend, it was Easter weekend, and my neighbor, for their Easter present, got a slip and slide.
Uh
And I was like, "Ooh, they got a slip and slide." Baby, we had them spend hours in the salon getting them candy curls.
Ooh.
oh.
My mama said, "I wish you would
Yeah, I
go out
would.
there.
Yeah.
I
See,
wish
see,
you would." I had to just sit in my window and watch them slip and slide all over the place while we
see,
sat in the house with our pretty curls in our hair. Child, I was so mad. But baby,
See,
when
we
church
always
was over, it was on.
we had we had two sets of clothes. Yeah, you get your clothes. You know, you get dressed on Easter Sunday.
Uh-huh.
You go in there after you get dressed. You go get you some shorts and a t-shirt and your tennis shoes. And we always put them in a little bag or something, or just put them in the car. Cause we already know we're coming straight home. We going over either my aunt house that stayed around the corner, my great aunt.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't change clothes till everybody get their little pictures, and once everybody finished with their pictures, you go in
Yep.
there and change clothes, and you can't eat in your clothes. You better not eat nothing in these clothes.
I know that's right.
So you go change your clothes, and you be like, man. And my cousin there, he outside playing in his church shoes and his slacks and stuff. We're like, you didn't bring no clothes. No, I
Please,
thought
no.
we was going. We thought we was going home, boy. You always supposed to keep you a set of clothes in the car, especially on
Right.
holidays.
Like you don't know the deal, baby.
So we
Well,
might be
my
trying to spend the night. We might be trying to spend the night. Yeah, you
right.
know, keep you.
Please. My sister kids, oh my God, I feel so bad because my kids, listen, we lived at the house that everybody came to. So when
Yeah.
Easter, Christmas, they would be dressed to the nines, and my kids is in their shorts and t-shirt outside playing, and they would be like, "We can't do this, we can't do that." I'm like, "Why y'all ain't bring them kids no clothes? What is you doing?
Mhm.
It's
Got
Christmas. They
about it.
supposed to be
Yeah.
outside riding bicycles because we live in Florida. What is wrong with y'all?" And they
Dude,
got on church clothes. Come on now, take
I
them
was
kids home
grown.
and change their clothes.
It was Father's Day, and I was grown. I was married with my wife, and we went to my dad and said, "Come over to the house." He had barbecue and everything, and I forgot my T-shirt. And man, I was like, where the nearest big man store at?" And I looked it up on the phone. I had to drive to the big man store, go get me a T-shirt. I was like, I would dare not to be out here in the summertime, the Father's Day, with this dress shirt on.
Robert
So,
talking about Kim got beat from Al Six.
black kid down, black kid down, aisle six, black kid
I
down.
know. But see, the
Mhm.
thing about it is, when
She
we
wasn't
used
trying
to
to
get
hide it. We was right up there at the cash register.
right,
Well, no
then
aisle six.
and ain't nobody call no police, ain't nobody do none of that because they knew what
Mhm.
was what.
And I
Mhm.
used to
Even
hate
the
that when that
police would have
time.
been like, just don't do it in the store next time. Like,
Yeah,
please,
then
please.
daddy got the white folks coming there talking about just put them in timeout. What's he do? They too young to understand. No, we understand.
No, we understood.
That's why your kids grow up and cut your throat. Yeah.
Right,
Ain't
right,
no
exactly.
timeout. We really ain't with no timeout. We got punishment and an ass whooping.
Right,
And I think the
right.
punishment was worse than the ass whooping. Man, just give me my whooping. Let me go. Dog. I want to go outside. Your homeboys coming knocking on the door. Hey, can Reggie come outside? No. Ah, I want to
when I
go
when I went outside after a whooping, our friends would say, "Did you get a whooping?" I was like, "No, I'm good. I ain't get." It." They was like, "Yes, you did. We heard you."
I know. Ooh, child. That's the worst when they could
Oh,
hear
you come
you.
outside. You come outside. You all right? You all right, kinfolk? You all right? You all right, man? You all right? Why you asking if I'm all right? Oh, man, your mama done tore your ass up.
Right, right.
You okay? You okay?
Yeah.
Let me
Private
check your.
jacked up.
They raised up your shirt, looking at your back. You okay? You got man, them
Yeah,
whips.
Right.
yeah.
You know where the whips hurt. Shit.
Hmm. Please. And the funny thing is, all the whoopings I got were earned, and I didn't
Yeah.
get a ton of them. But the
Me
ones I
neither.
got, I definitely earned them. I listen. I earned every last one of them I got.
I
Some of
agree.
the places I should have got whooped, I didn't. That's what's crazy because some of the adventures we went on, they didn't know about till we was adults.
Right.
Mhm.
Because we lived
Like
on the Presidio in San Francisco, and on the base there was like these woods behind our townhouse. In the second house, like the second place, because we lived the first place we lived on base was in these apartments. Now the apartments, if you went down these different hills, these streets, and crossed over the road, you would be at the beach.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, and then we had a playground right outside of our building, and then there was another playground down the way. And my sister, she decided to follow some kids to the other playground. My mama was having a fit. She could not find that girl. She was like, "Oh my God, your daddy gonna kill me," and all this stuff. Here she come bopping up the street like ain't nothing happened. Like ain't not a thing happened. And my mama
And y'all
was like,
looking
"I don't know whether to hug you or kill you."
and
And
y'all looking at her like you about to get a whooping.
yeah, about to get
Daniel, you
towed
didn't
out the
wanna. You
frame.
didn't say run, run.
Girl, I wasn't saying a daggone thing
Nah,
because
you
I
better
was
not
like,
say that.
I ain't finna catch your whooping for
So
this.
my little brother was born, like I said, we 10 years apart, right? Two of my little cousins, my little brother, they all born in '82. So my little brother was born, and he was about 2 years old. So me, my first cousin, my stepbrother, and one of his cousins, we was at my daddy's house, and he told us all y'all can eat one bowl of cereal, but don't drink up all the milk, cause the milk is for the baby.
Hmm.
And my stepbrother cousin, one of the second bowl, he went over like, nah, dude, we only supposed to get one bowl of cereal. He went in there and got another bowl of cereal. He drank up all the milk. And
Oh Lord.
man, my daddy came home. My little brother was crying. Cause he couldn't get no milk and he was hungry. And he said, "Who drunk up all the milk?" And all four of us looking at each other like, "I don't know. It wasn't me. It wasn't me." And my daddy said, "I'm gonna whoop all y'all asses." And I was like, "Oh no, the hell you ain't! Then you better tell them who drunk that milk, cause y'all be talking about
I'm I'm not finna catch nobody strays.
right." I'm like,
I
man.
ain't catching nobody strays.
And
Mm-mm.
my stepbrother looked at him like, "Nigga, you better say something, cause we gonna jump you
I know
after
that's
the
right.
jazz movie."
I
And
know
he
that's
probably came.
right.
It was me. I did. Okay, my daddy told his ass. I'm like, yeah. And
I
then
told y'all to drink the milk.
my uncle, I was about 12 or 13. My uncle 6'4". He was every bit of 400 and some pounds. And he had a paddle that his little brother made him in wood shop while he was in high school. Now,
Mm-hmm.
my uncle got three girls. Why he got a paddle, I don't know. He got girls. Paddle's
Hmm.
more like if you got like a house full of boys. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Yeah,
girl, get
yeah.
bad too. Go ahead.
And and he goes, we was over there. I guess they was drinking and playing cards, and they forgot about us. They told, cause my aunt said, "I'm gonna bring y'all some food in there," and they didn't go get us no food. So we trying to send people in there, see what the food ready. Is this food in there? Get us some food. And y'all supposed to be in that room. I'm gonna whoop your ass. I say, man, you ain't touching me. What you say? I
Uh-uh.
said, you ain't touching me. And he went in there and got my dad. He said, this boy here lost his mind. He said, I ain't touching him. He said, hell. He said, why you tell your uncle you can't? I said, look how big he is. He ain't just hit me. And my dad looked at him like, he do got a point. He said, I wouldn't let your ass hit me either.
Oh my God.
And he like, why y'all get ready to whoop him? He like, I told him they supposed to stand in the back row. They stand in the back row. I'm just a whoop. He's like, nah. I told him, yeah, y'all supposed to get us some food, but y'all forgot to feed us. My dad said, nah, he ain't taking that ass whoop. He said, I take care of it. He said, I take care of it. I'm like, yeah, man, you 6'4", 430 pounds, talking about you just hit me with a board. Man, you done lost your mind.
Mm-mm. See, Lefty was spoiled for real. For real. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way. Would have lit my ass up and then told my dad about it.
Yep.
Mm-mm. He had to catch me first because, no, bro, you too big. That was a big man. No, bro, no. And I had to wait and then when I got a big dude and got grown, became a big dude, I had to understand. I'm a big dude. I can't do, I'm a little bit stronger then. And I understand it because I was a big teenager.
Mm-hmm.
You think I was to let you hit me for something that I didn't do? Oh no.
Yeah.
My wife said you should have been a lawyer or something. I'm like, well,
Mhm.
Trying to negotiate your way out of stuff like Kim. I miss y'all calling. Oh
but
my
see,
God.
I was in a sense kind of similar situation like Kim, but my
Mhm.
people, like the guy that he wasn't a police officer. He was the school principal.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
So I was in elementary school, and this dude he didn't talk my mama, my daddy's siblings, my mama's siblings on both. So he knew everybody in the family.
Yep.
He knew both my grandmamas.
Mhm.
I'm like,
Listen,
damn.
I went to school, junior high, with all of my mama high school classmates, and I couldn't do nothing in that school without my mama finding. So I was a good kid because I wasn't finna try to get in no trouble. And then
Mhm.
to this day, Mr. Lot still go to our church. So I'm like, come on. I was like, you're gonna be in our lives forever, Jesus. Come on, it was so annoying. And then turn around, my kids was in elementary school with all of my classmates.
Ah.
Oh man.
They was like, I was like, yep, I went to school with her. Yep, I went to school with them one. And they was like, Mom. I'm like, listen, I ain't know they work here too.
Oh
Time
But
my!
I know you
nothing.
better act right,
I
cause I
was
got eyes everywhere.
my
And then
mother
I came.
showed up to a parent teacher conference, and she asked me, "Do you know who who that is over there?" And I said, "That's Janet's mother." And she said, "I think I know her. What's their last name?" I said, "Mingo." She said, "Yeah." My mother walked over there to that lady. She was like, "Hey, girl." She was like, "Hey." She said, "Don't you remember me? I whooped your ass in so and so grade." I'm like, "Oh."
Oh shit.
Oh Lord.
Your mama holding a grudge. She was holding a grudge for so long.
No, she wasn't on the girl. She was letting her know I whooped your tail. I want you to remember that.
Yeah. Remember me?
And I was laughing about it. The next day, I told Janice, I was like, "My mom will kick your mom."
You see, cause for me, being doing security for so long and working at a prison for 4 years, I had to watch when people say, "Do I know you?"
Yeah,
Mm,
You
for
look,
mhm.
sure.
you look familiar. You know, first thing my hand going is to my pocket and to my
I know
side.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Where I know you from, and you like, especially dudes, it's like female. You look like so. Yeah, yeah, I used to work at the food stamp office. Oh, that's where I seen you at. Okay,
Uh-huh.
yeah, but then when the dude comes, man, I know you from somewhere. I say, yeah, I used to hang out downtown when I was younger. You know, on the set. They were like, no, that's when they say, no, that's not it. Okay, no, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I say, you might know me
Lock
from the
me
church.
up. That's what you did. You locked me up.
He say, I worked at Dawson for 4 years. Oh yeah, yeah, you were cool. You were one of the cool guards. You were one of the cool officers. I'm like, yeah, okay. Nice seeing you. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my husband used to run into a lot of his old inmates and people he had in juvenile and all of that. Child, I used to be like, oh my God, I'm so glad you was nice to these kids, because, baby,
Yeah.
I didn't want no craziness. And most of the time, they'd be like, Mr. Q, you taught me so much. You taught me how to respect people and da da da. And I'd be
Oh.
like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Because
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because people think, okay, Dallas is big.
good night, Robert.
Good night, Robert. Dallas
I
is
know I
big, but
got to go to bed too.
Dallas is also small. In the neighborhood is
Uh
small.
huh.
Like, and we got different sections like South Dallas, Oak Cliff, but they small sections, and it's still like everybody kind of know everybody kind of deal. And it's like
Hmm.
if you didn't go to this high school, you got certain ones. We had 5 high schools, so you went to the 5 or 6 of the high schools. So we basically like if you went to the high school, you stayed in the neighborhood. Basically, everybody know each other. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, it's like, did you go to vet? Nah, I went to Carter. Oh, okay, I don't know you then. Did you go to Kimball? Not, unless you know over there visiting your cousins, them or your family, that stayed in that
Hmm.
area. But you didn't. You be like,
And you're right. The
man,
school's so big, you can't know everybody at the school. No.
Right.
no, you know everybody at your high school. The underclassmen, the In our school, we knew the underclassmen, cause we knew their brothers, we knew their cousins, we knew everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Oh, I
we all
did.
stayed in the same, cause we all stayed in somewhere in the same neighborhood. So yeah, we knew everybody.
Well, we had like 500 or 600 people graduating, and in our class, we didn't. I guess you had to be running in the same crowds or something, but I didn't know everybody.
Yeah, when care if you was popular, not popular, somebody knew you. We know your face. We
Somebody
know
know.
your face. Yeah, we didn't know you personally, but we know your face. Oh, you went to Vail, did you? Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Swoop,
because
Swoop just texted me her phone got hot and it wouldn't cool down.
Oh,
oh Lord,
Phone overheated. And
yeah, it
I
just
can't, I don't have the admin thing to end the live, so we gotta wait for her to come back up. But
I
I'm
ain't got
about to
nothing.
brush my teeth, so y'all talk amongst yourselves. My teeth
I
is
ain't got nothing to
crusty.
do.
I'm done.
She say crusty. What the hell you be
Yeah,
eating?
feeling a little crusty, so I'm gonna brush my teeth before I go to sleep.
Shoot, man. Like I say, I wasn't
Y'all know
popular
what
in school.
y'all know what I'm doing, so I'm just letting y'all talk.
Yeah, I ain't like high school. I did not like high school.
I guess I
I'm
like
so
it.
glad.
Okay. My best times was in college, though. College and probably elementary.
I think I had more fun in junior high school than high school because high school just everybody was trying to be like somebody and everybody was like, oh man, forget that. And then it shocked them when I came to school wearing all blue with a rag hanging out my back pocket. That shocked everybody. What the hell? They're like, what the only certain people knew what that meant.
Was you
But
throwing up signs? I was getting ready to ask you.
yep,
I know what it means. Ah,
I became a gangster.
yeah. I had friends who were. Yeah, yeah.
And they thought I was playing. They thought I was actually playing till they seen me hanging out. When you hear me talking about downtown, that's where
Mm,
we hung out at downtown Dallas, but at the McDonald's and
okay.
at the HL Green. We had a store downtown called HL Green, old store, one of the old stores in the city. So, and when they see me hanging downtown with the other guys in blue, they was like, "Oh, we thought you was faking. We thought you was just perpetrating." Cause Colors really had came out too around the same time. Cause the movie
Mhm.
Colors. They like, oh, you just
Who you
faking.
with?
You just trying to cause you to move. I was like, nope.
Who you with? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, nah, cause it ain't no colors. It wasn't because of colors. And then, cause most of my family that's in California, they was the part of the red crew. And,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so it was so funny because everybody just thought, oh, I thought you was a nerd. I'm far away from a nerd, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was just one of them that kept to myself. I talked to the people that knew me from growing up in the neighborhood and going to elementary school to junior high school with,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it. And the new people that I met in junior high school that went to high school, I wasn't a trend follower. I wasn't nobody that I wasn't trying to be. I didn't care about
You
being
just your own
popular.
person. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was my own person. I didn't care about none of this stuff. I ain't played no sports. Everybody like, you should be playing football. You big. You play football. What you play? Art. I drew. I drew it. I drew in class. I want a freestyle
Mm-hmm.
draw. Cause I
Mm-hmm.
had a homeboy that could he could just think of it and he drawing it. I was like, that's sick. I wish I had that time. I could just look at, just think of it and
Yeah.
draw. But man, now I had to look at stuff and I can draw it if I looked at it and everything. I was like, man, I had a whole book. I still got that book in my garage where I drew all the Simpson family. I drew Mario.
Mm-hmm.
I was into cars. I was drawing trucks, mini trucks, and designing them in school and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And I was like, man, I like the best class I had was art. I didn't like gym. Yeah, it made me do too much work. I was a big dude. I ain't trying to do no exercise.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff I wanted to do, they wouldn't let the boys do. I'm like, why the girls get to do archery and why we can't do archery? Why we?
Oh,
You
they
got
doing
us doing.
that now, huh? Okay.
Mm-mm. Only girls got to do archery. We couldn't do. We now they made us do gym now. Like why we get to do them gymnastics, but we can't do archery?
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then and then y'all made us play tennis. So I'm like, I don't want to play no tennis. But our
Okay.
coach, he was anti basketball because he said that's all they think black people were supposed to do is play basketball. So
Oh,
he would
okay.
not let us play basketball in gym.
Oh, okay. I guess they
But
figured
the
y'all
thing,
played that enough outside. So, yeah.
yeah. So what I wanted to do was shoot the bow and arrow. That's why I was in. I like the bow and arrows. I was into weapons
Mm-hmm.
like knives, pew pews, arrows. I was into that type of stuff. So I'm like, man, why they get to shoot? Oh, that's for girls. I'm like, you must have watched Robin Hood and stuff like that. I'm like, the people, the wrong, they shot bow and arrows, bro.
Minty fresh.
All righty.
Hey, I see you glowing over there. And then they
What's
made
the
us jump
best
rope.
swoop?
They made us jump rope to you ever heard the song Ring My Bell?
Oh, you can ring
My
Yeah,
ring,
ring
ring my.
my
Was that
bell.
after the question?
Ding a ling a
yeah.
ling.
So so before we jump rope, before we start anything, after we take rope, we all gonna get a jump rope.
Wait a minute, Jamie. I'm
And,
sorry. Wait a minute.
The sound
and
effects for me.
yeah, and so she had the album, right?
Mhm.
So so she had the album, right? And she Coach Smith, she was a female. It was a male Coach Smith and a female Coach Smith. But they weren't related and they weren't married. So we thought that was weird. And she was a big old lady too. We were like, how you a gym coach and you big? And he was short and stuff, and he was short and stuffy. And we like, how y'all gym coaches?
Listen,
So
they had
she playing
they
that
said it
song,
too.
and I hate that song to this day. And I
Ring
say, why this song so long? I'm like, this song ain't never that long on the radio. We go look at the album. We go look at the album. It's on the extended version. It ain't on the regular
Yeah,
version
yeah,
of the
yeah,
album.
yeah.
Man, we jump over for 7 to 10 minutes. We sit there like, when this song going?
What's that party song? Was it Marvin Gaye's party song? You like to go out and party.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
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 I hated that
Dun,
song. Do you know why? Because my parents had the record, and the first part of it was the party song, and then it was like the music part, and it was like a 27-minute long a song on one side of the album, and
Wow.
they would play that every time they had a card party. I used to hate it. Hate it. I was like, oh
No,
my God, why is this
Yeah,
song
that
so
was the cut.
long?
yeah. All of my cousins can name my grandmama songs. You're gonna listen
Yeah.
to some Johnny Taylor. She gonna listen to my last $2. Then she gonna play some ZZ Hill, Backstreet, and we knew her whole catalog. We like, yeah, y'all been around grandma. If you didn't know grandmama catalog, you did not be. You could not even. We had a AM station. They used to play blues and R&B all day. It was called Soul 73. I grew up on the FM station listening to K104. That's where Tom Joyner came from.
Uh-huh.
And man, we be trying to turn on K104 because K104 plays the rap music and all that. My grandma said, you better not turn on that hippity hoppity shit in my car. Don't tell you my
That
radio
hippity
station.
hoppity. I ain't listening to that
Oh
hippity
man.
hoppity stuff.
Man, we knew about Ray Charles, what's his name, the blind dude, stroking dude. Man, we knew every blues singer,
Please,
Al,
Isley
Albert
Brothers, Mark,
King, yeah.
Al Green, BB
Now
King.
see that was my daddy now. And see that was my daddy now area. Al
Hmm.
Green, Chicago, Casey and the Sunshine Band. Man, I know about
Wait,
ACDC,
I like it.
ACDC, yeah.
mm-hmm, the Doobie Brothers, the Doobie
Mm-hmm.
Brothers,
What you
Nah,
believe?
Sly
my
and the Family
granddaddy was
Stones.
Mahalia.
Oh yeah.
My
Rufus.
granddaddy was Mahalia Jackson. We
Oh no.
listened to a lot of Mahalia Jackson when granddaddy had the albums. Like, but
And see,
yeah.
I ain't listen to gospel music till I went to church on
Yippee yo,
Sundays.
yippee yay, bow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
George. Oh, Parliament.
Oh yeah,
We
Parliament.
knew about Parliament and
Please,
man,
please. Don't
George,
tell me
George Duke,
no.
George Duke, Jimi Hendrix. I was a big I was a big Jimi Hendrix and War fan. That's what my uncle used to listen to.
See,
Jimi
I'm
Hendrix
gonna
and
hang
War.
up on y'all because I gotta go to bed. Y'all play too much. you, fin- you
Just
finna
doing
get
my
me.
diamond painting, so
You finna get me started again, and I gotta go to
Ah,
sleep.
Yeah,
Get this
we
blood
be
work in a couple
I be
hours.
shoot. I used to be down there. Cisco Kid was a friend of
oh
mine.
man,
Y'all see, this is how sexy I look at night. This right here. This is the sexiness
Yeah.
you get at night.
low rider.
Hot dog. Like a
Yes.
good song.
that's George Lopez song.
Actually, it's not. Actually, it's not. It's a TV show. It's a spinoff of Sanford and Son, and that was their theme song before George Lopez did it. But
Right.
they used the original war song.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying he be having that song playing when he doing his concerts and
Yep.
stuff. He'll play that
Yeah,
song.
that was his theme song from his TV show
Yep.
Hmm
when he came out. But he actually it was a TV show. It was a spinoff from Sanford and Son. It was the guy.
Yeah, I
Uh,
sung it.
yeah, and
Yeah, they play
that was
Michael
their
Jackson
theme
back
song.
then. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That song take me back to when we used to go to the fair as kids. They used to take us to the fair, and that ride, I think it was cars, but it would go up and down and in a circle. That's the
Yeah, the
song
Uh,
they played.
hmm
hydraulics and
That's the
stuff.
song they played. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we
and
used to
see,
go to the
I'm like,
shows like that.
and see, I
The
used to go
car
to
shows
like
in San
lowriders.
Francisco.
Yeah, and see, lowriders was big here in Dallas, so we always had lowrider shows and get-togethers and barbecue on Saturday and Sunday. You can go to the park, you see all the cars with the music, and it's like an anthem to it. It's actually a car anthem to a
Right.
lot of people. And I'm like, if you ever seen Gone in 60 Seconds before they went to do the big job, he played lowrider.
Yep.
That
Yep.
is actually, yeah, there's actually a thing around us. And I'm the same way. If I hear lowrider, be quiet. We got to hear lowrider.
Yep. Yep.
It's just a thing. It's like, but people don't understand. I'm like, man, it's like the day back in the day was just so fun. It was just fun,
It was because we went to a
fair and
lowrider
fun.
show. We went to a lowrider show when we lived in San Francisco, and we saw a car, and they was doing the hydraulics, and that
hmm
stupid car bounced up so high that it flipped over and
Oh,
Yep.
landed on its
Oh,
roof. Cause they was out there trying to see who could bounce the highest, and that fool
Nice.
right.
flipped
Yep.
that car over. I was traumatized at first, but everybody was out there laughing at the person for flipping their car. And I was like, but they trapped in there. They got him out. But as a kid, you like, what? Why is everybody laughing?
Well,
That ain't funny.
Right,
I'm
right.
sitting up here like, this not funny. And people was cracking up laughing. And I'm like, I'm traumatized because I'm like, all I see is a messed up car. And they sit up there laughing because he bounced his car so high and flipped over.
so
I said, Lord Jesus,
yeah,
this is
and
crazy.
my cousin had me laughing. He say he's older. He's my mama and them cousin. He always had a nice car. He had a '64 Impala, and he said he started bouncing his car going 100 miles down the freeway in California. And I say, what possessed you to bounce your car going 100 miles? He said I stopped after he damn near flipped over. I said,
Oh
"Sir,
my
you
God.
got 100 miles."
that
Jesus
happens
Christ.
at almost every show.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody gonna miss
or
their
people
car.
just sitting there, in a parking lot somewhere. It almost never fails.
Yep. Yep.
Either they
That
gonna flip their car over, or the battery's gonna catch fire, or it
yes.
gonna bumper front end or bumper gonna come off.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Amen. Mhm.
But anyway, I love y'all. It ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm going to bed now.
Love you too.
Hey,
I will see y'all. Congratulations again on the new wheels.
Thank
hey,
you.
hey, hey.
Woo-hoo-hoo. You gonna have to send me
Look,
a
if I
full
knew more
picture.
people, I'd be all over town. Look,
I know that's right.
I stopped at my
Now,
I stopped
wait,
at my
wait, wait,
son,
wait.
so they he could see it.
That was the
Yeah, he got to get the approval. Did I do good? Yeah, you did all right,
Yeah,
mom. Yeah, you
exactly.
did all right, mom. Yeah, you did all right, mom.
Can you fit 3 car seats in it? That's all I'm asking.
now we're gonna get.
Yes. Well,
Now we just gotta get you a new
well,
phone.
yeah. I think
Update
I
that
don't
phone.
know because one
Hush,
it can't
Lefty.
it
Don't do
can't
my
go in
boo like
it
that.
can't go in the front. So
Yeah, listen.
what did
I
he
thought they
say?
can.
He talking about now
I
you
ain't
need to
even hear
update
what he
that
said.
phone. I said, don't do my boo like that.
Hush up,
Don't do
child.
it.
Hush.
Right, right,
I
right,
thought they
right.
can
Hush
if
up
it
now.
was
Hush.
facing.
Mm.
I thought they can if it was facing like the baby had to be facing the seat if it was turned a certain. I don't know. You know, like they might be different, but I know in Texas if it's in the front, the baby has to be facing. It can't be facing the
The
dash. It
back
has to be
seat.
Can't,
facing the seat.
yeah, they
Yeah.
can't sit in the
Yeah,
front.
facing the back seat.
Yeah,
Well,
the
if that's the
baby
case,
baby
then
has
yeah,
to
I got
face the
wrong.
back, but they can't be
Shoot,
in the front seats.
my little nephew was so smart. He learned how to unbuckle his car seat.
Oh yeah,
They
they
always
do
do,
it.
but I pop your little butt too if you open that thing.
Say they know how to do it better than we do.
Yeah, yeah, they do. But I listen, pop your little fingers. Just don't do it. Don't you do it. Nope. My mama said she pulled over one time. My nephew got out the car seat and she told him not to. And she said she pulled that car over, wore his little butt out, put it back in the car seat, and went on by her day. I said, God,
And
dog.
then my little nephew, he was 4 years old. They was riding with a great aunt, a grandmama sister. And she say, you ask him, he say, how did AG had y'all going across the back seat? He be leaning over and stuff. And she say, he say, what you say? He say, I told him we had to fasten our seatbelt.
Oh,
Mm.
She say she had us all over the back seat. And when he do it, it's like a little kid leaning over to the left, leaning over to the right. Cause he's
Lord Jesus.
My aunt had a Buick Deuce and a quarter, and we used to be rolling up in that back window, just rolling while she was driving.
Oh my goodness.
Girl, I used to have a pillow. Cause my granddaddy had his own TV shop. I remember this. I was about 4 years old. My granddaddy had his own TV shop, and my grandmama back window would be so big. I used to get up in a pillow and get up in that back window and go to sleep while she driving him to Sad Dallas to the TV shop.
Jesus. Derp, 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 derp. Okay, for this, stop hanging up. All right, Swoop. I will see y'all if y'all come through the
okay.
Freaky Friday tomorrow. And go
Okay.
see Baba.
Mm-hmm.
All right, see
Okay.
y'all
Good
later.
night.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
All right. Oh yeah. I guess I get ready to go. Make sure the kids ain't in this damn fitness center.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
What they be doing in there that time of night?
Hiding, smoking weed, smoking and using phone chargers, and
Oh.
they don't know it's a camera in there, so they just trying to use it as a hangout spot. And I keep
Oh.
asking, I was like, I know they not no, I know they stay here because you have to have a code, a digital code to punch in.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the devil, hold
Uh-oh.
on, y'all.
Okay. He got a phone call. Robert. Robert said good night, everyone. I gotta get up in hours for work. Y'all do too. Blessed and safe, everyone. You too, Robert. Thank you. Thank you, Albert. You about ready to go, Miss Kim?
Y'all do what you want to do. I'm just doing my diamond paint.
Oh, you. Oh, okay.
I wasn't even looking at the screen. You have a good
Oh,
one,
yeah.
girl. Let's figure it. Oh,
So it don't matter whether we here or not, huh?
I'm trying to finish this up tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Oh, okay. How much we gotta do?
Oh, it's just some odds and ends right now. If I really want to finish it, I can push through it if I
Um,
want to, or I could just wait till tomorrow. And if I don't get too busy, I can catch Jamie on Freaky Friday and I can finish it up.
hmm
But I got another one coming in. Anyway, did you enjoy your dinner?
you know what? I did. I mean, yeah, I did. And wow, I only had a piece of something that my son cooked, so I didn't eat a whole lot because I had already. I stopped at the store before I even got over there. I didn't know he was
Oh,
cooking
okay.
like that,
Mm-hmm. You had
but it
already.
ended up it ended up being a stir fry with chicken and bacon. I mean, not chicken. It was pork chops,
Mm-hmm.
pork loins, and bacon, and the stir fry rice with the vegetables and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
Sound
good
good.
though.
Yeah, you got some you can have for lunch tomorrow whenever.
I didn't even think about that. I did for a hot second, and then it went away, and I just wasn't even thinking no more. I didn't think to take some but I didn't want to take. I didn't want to get nothing because
Okay.
yeah,
Now how the chief and the captains not communicating with each other?
chief and the captain.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, how y'all two not communicating with each other? You're the right hand man of the chief.
It's a lot of them that do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like my boss called me at 6:43. Right. Usually, if he has something to do, he'll call me early, come in early, relieve him at the store that he got the contract, and so he called me in tonight. And usually he would tell her he called, I'm at the store because I go to 2 or 3 different places some night.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess tonight he didn't tell her, and she asked me that. That's what she said. Yeah, a whole hour go by, you didn't read your text. No, I'm on my other phone. Why would I be on? I ain't thinking about that phone. That phone charging. My main
Mm-hmm.
phone. I'm on the trap phone. My main phone charging. And she like, oh, you didn't go by Urban? Somebody kicked in the door. And I'm like, no, I told you I'm going to. I told you I'm going to Fort Worth. Why would I stop by Urban?
Mm-hmm.
She talking about, oh, I thought you was leaving Urban and to go to video. No, I was at the store. I didn't leave the store at 9:30. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know that. I'm like, oh, see, y'all need to start communicating better.
Mm-hmm.
So Urban just was one man tonight. I guess not.
Wow.
It ain't my fault. You see,
Yeah. I'm
that
trying to
was
blame
something.
you for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to blame me because I was told I was at the store. When I told you I was going to Fort Worth, you said okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, see, I need to start communicating better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I thought she called me with a problem. She like, yeah, somebody's door got kicked in. Yeah, what we supposed to do? Call the PD. What the police is for?
Mm-hmm.
Why y'all calling security? Your door already got kicked in. They done broke. Call PD. That's a PD investigation, not ours.
Mm-hmm. Man.
That's a criminal act. We just started to
Mm.
report it.
What was
Oh,
that? An apartment that dog got kicked in or a store?
It's a he got a store. We got they like they hotel, but they like bid and stay. So it's like a bid and stay hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got apartments. So I either go to the store sometime. I go sometime. I go to apartment, then a bedding stage, then I go back to another apartment. So,
What was the
but I
one
say
that got kicked in though?
What's the name?
it was the hotel, the bedding stage, the hotel.
Oh shoot!
Oh, the building. Oh,
You
the
better be
building.
glad they ain't get shot.
Oh, you bought from the actual lot.
If the door got kicked in, 9 times out of 10, somebody knew they wasn't in there.
Right, so they could
Mm-hmm.
still. Mm,
Yeah,
wow.
it's either a boyfriend that kicked the door in, or they up there was up there fighting. He kicked the door in, or somebody kicking in to break in, or a homeless person to kick the door in, or something like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, when I was shoot, I was a teenager, and this lady that lived in the building next to us, she kept telling she had broke up with her boyfriend, and she was telling him to not come back over there, not come over there, and he kept coming over there, and I guess one day he had too much to drink or whatever, and he decided to kick her door in. And it was the worst thing he ever could have done because she was ready for him.
Mm,
Wow.
Yep, shot him right there, and the police came and got him. Self defense, you know. He had kicked that door down.
yeah. I
Mm,
used to tell my white cousin that he was, yeah, they call me KD. What KD stand for? Kick though. I say,
Mm-mm.
well, then what doors you kicking in? I'm in the hood. I'm in Oak Cliff. I'm like, so why are you kicking doors and people in neighborhoods with people that don't have nothing?
mm,
I was like, why you ain't out there in the
yeah,
middle class neighborhood, in the other neighborhoods,
yeah.
kicking in doors? Why you? I said, you gonna kick in
No,
the
the
wrong door?
question should have
I
been
know.
why you kicking in doors in the first place.
Well, that was the other thing, but my thing is, you so proud to call yourself KD. I said, you gonna
Mm,
kick in the wrong door, and when the old folks gonna take you out.
mm-hmm.
I ain't never thought about it like that. I was like, see, that's the problem with
And
y'all young people. Y'all don't think.
Mm,
I'm like, you in a neighborhood that you grow up in, and you in a neighborhood in a neighborhood where people barely making it to 9 to 5 neighborhood, but you want to kick their door in.
I know. People work hard for what they have, and that's who you know, come on.
I said, I grew up in a house where we had window units because we didn't have central air. My house was built in actually 70, the same year I was born. So there wasn't no such thing as central air. They had window units. And man, in the 80s, and man, we come home, man, our big window that where the big air conditioner is that could circulate the whole house, cool out the whole house. We just come in and just be empty.
Mm,
The front one's air conditioner be gone. My grandmama air conditioner be gone. You're like, oh man, we replacing window units and TVs, and I was like, man, I grew up in a house with people breaking in all the time. That's not cool, bro.
no.
You see them walking down the street with dryers and washing machines and dressers and TVs and baskets. It's like, who house are y'all coming out of, bro?
right.
Yeah.
When nobody stopped and asked him nothing, I see the guy pushing a whole TV. He had about 2 TVs in a basket. Police drove by him like they didn't even see him.
Fee.
They ain't finna mess up their day for that.
I'm saying. Mm.
I'm like, did y'all see? I'm looking at my wife. I'm like, did you see that? She said, yeah.
Somebody
I
should
said,
call
you
on them.
know
You know,
they
just
stole.
had to mess their day up.
That's more
Mm.
paperwork.
I'm like,
Mm.
I know y'all see this man pushing these 2 baskets of TVs. You know he ain't dressed right to be.
Wow.
And then when I'm sitting on my grandmama front porch, I'm sitting there having a beer with my pops. Me and my pops chopping it up. These 2 dudes come running around the corner with a dolly with a dress on it.
Mm.
And my daddy know him cause he see him in the neighborhood cause my grandma's boyfriend was the barbecue man. He made the barbecue picks and stuff, so he knew everybody. So they come around the corner with this dresser, and next thing you know, we got the ghetto. We call it the ghetto bird. The police helicopters in the neighborhood shining a light because I guess they was either on the chase or they looking for somebody. So they shining a light on the neighborhood.
Mm.
And they like trying over the neighborhood. They gonna stop with us because we sit on the porch. Say, hey, man, can we put this in y'all backyard too? till they leave. No.
No.
My daddy said, who house y'all done got into? Next thing you know, you see them come around again with the washing machine. You're like, oh man.
Running from the light. Oh, have mercy.
I'm like, boy, the things you see, you be like the things you see in the hood. It was like I never thought I seen a dude pushing two TVs in the
Yeah.
hood. And the police didn't say nothing.
In the well-to-do areas, all that dirt is going on inside. It's all digital. Oh, they,
Now, if he would have been,
they
now he
still.
would have been in a rich neighborhood. They would have stopped him left and right. Where you get these TVs from?
Of course, they would have. Sure.
People like, oh, the crack epidemic wasn't bad in my neighborhood. I was like, that shit ran rapid in my neighborhood.
Mm.
Boy, your houses was getting broken into, cars. They weren't even stealing cars. They were just breaking in cars, looking for chains and radio, stealing your car radio.
Oh yeah, I remember when they started making radios that you could take out. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I remember
That
when they
was,
started making those bars too to go across the
oh
driving
yeah,
steering wheel.
yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Which they find a way to defeat that.
Mm.
All they did was take a hacksaw and a little hacksaw, cut your steering wheel, and slide that thing right off. And I was like, "See, I knew somebody gonna find a way to defeat it."
but that was a
They
thin
thought,
one. My mother had the thick one. It would have taken
no,
a
they
while
weren't.
to get her.
No, They weren't cutting the bars. They were cutting the steering wheel.
Oh,
Your
okay.
steering wheel, yeah, your steering wheel ain't nothing but plastic or made out of wood. They just slide that, push it back, and take the bar, slide the bar off, and your car is gone.
Because they had people. I guess it was whoever was easiest. Because people's car did get stolen in our neighborhood, but ours never got
And
taken.
see, I got the guys down here were so petty. They'll steal your car, cut your bar off your car, and leave it in your driveway.
Leave the bar. Yeah, to say
Mm-mm.
like, what's that? What's that? What's
Yeah,
that?
what was
Mm-mm.
that from? What was that from? We got your car.
Mm,
Mm-mm.
mm, mm.
The only cars they didn't mess with was the drug dealers. They did not mess with drug dealer cars and gangsters. They already know. No,
Yeah,
we
of
can't touch
course
them
not.
cars. You can't touch them cars because everybody know they cars. But man, still your Cadillac. I'm so glad they stopped stealing Cadillac converters. Boy, that was on the other end. That was rampant down here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe because they knew my mother had a piece. I don't know. Or maybe they just didn't want her car. I don't know.
Cause man, I came to work and they said the reason y'all here because we was working at the food stamp office. They had to get a outside guy, and the crackheads came up there and hit everybody in the parking lot.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
They said they was up under there. They got their little sawzalls and they was stealing everybody. They say they hit 20 cars and within less than an hour.
Wow.
Dang. Well, how many of them was it?
It was a crew of them. It's like I think it was like five of them because they were going like if they send like the way they were doing it, they were sending officers to back up other officers to the place. So when the officers is gone, they had a lookout there. They'll call them or radio them, telling them to go to the other spot, and they'll go to the other spot because they was so they had like two food stamp officers in the same neighborhood, and they were just
Mm-hmm.
going back and forth and stealing Cadillac converters.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Them catalytic converters will bring you some change.
Well, a lot of people didn't know that they had platinum, the little piece in them that was made out of platinum. So
Yeah.
they'll melt it and melt the platinum out, and then they just throw the rest of the converter away because that's
Yeah.
just put it in, when I throw it away, but chop it up to make steel out of it. But the inside of it was platinum.
Right, right. And it's just like how they would take if a house stays vacant too long, if it's an older house, they'll go in there and get them copper pipes.
Copper pipes, yep.
Copper pipes, out the house and everything. We actually had a food. I come home from work, and I usually try to watch the news when I was watching the news. I come home about 6 o'clock, and the news be on. And this fool, it was a special report and everything. He went to West Dallas It's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. He decided he want to try to steal the wire from the power pole and electrocuted himself to the pole.
Mm, mm, mm,
Wow.
We like,
mm, mm. It's like you got to know something about electricity before you do that
Mm-hmm.
job.
so
Like
they
turn it
said
on.
he had some kind of knowledge because he was trying to cut the power to the pole. Like, you just can't cut the power to that transmitter. That transmitter gonna blow.
Mm,
And man, they showing where his body was stuck, had
Mm-mm.
burnt the flat, yeah, and they were trying to get him down and
Mm-mm.
stuff. And it was like, why? And everybody like, why would you try to go steal the wire from the power? It's connected. It's not gonna work.
mm,
But yeah, burn wire. You see, like you could go to people's houses and you'll see burnt like the plastic parts where they burnt the plastic off the wire just to get to the copper wire and take it to sell.
Mm.
mm. Yeah, and 'cause telephone wire used to, be all of that. So, mm, mm, mm.
Like my uncle went to jail. They was doing the roll bars. He's like he always we call him Fred Sam because he always like the junk and stuff. And
Mm-mm.
he so he came around this construction site. The dude told him what he could take and what he
Mm,
couldn't take, but he was on that stuff and he wanted to get a little more money and get high. So he
mm,
got greedy and he came back and told him not to take it. They know it was him that took it because the man just talked to him. He like, I just told, and he came back and talked about, I'm in jail. I'm in jail. He's like, when the man told you, I said, his mama like, well, what you do? Well, I got a little greedy. He told me not to
Mm-mm.
mess with it. And she say, well, if a
Mm.
man told you not to mess with it, why would
Right.
you go back and mess with it?
Mm-mm. You be on,
And that,
gonna be in there for a while. Think about what
mm.
you did.
Yeah, go on, get in.
she never
Mm-mm.
bailed. Now, that's one thing. She never bailed him out. He just let her know that he was in jail because, man, that crack had him. That's what took him out. He got a hold to some bad dope.
If
Oh,
you looking for me, I'm down here. Mm.
I'm
yeah.
in rehab. Yeah, I'm in rehab. I'm like, why? I'm like, he showed like he go jump. Well, I already know he be there to leave his wife there with his
Mm.
mama. He be gone. I was like, oh, and he get some good jobs. I like they always get good paying jobs and then
Mess it up.
mess it up. I'm like, my brother was like that. He always had a good paying job, but he's like, they get their first 1 or 2 paychecks and
Mm-mm.
they gone. They like missing for weeks. Where you at?
Mm,
I'm
Wow.
in rehab. I'm in rehab. He called crying. I'm in rehab. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to do, but no, he ain't.
mm.
Right.
'Cause he ain't like he was a bad person. He was a good, cool
No,
dude.
fairly
He was a
healthy.
cool dude. He knew how to
Yeah.
work on our cars and stuff. He barbecue his ass off. I'm supposed to say he should have got him a barbecue truck.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is a sickness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of my sister-in-law's husbands, she had to divorce him because he couldn't get off that stuff. He got on it. He just couldn't get off.
and he went in there when he went fishing. Sometimes he might not come home with no fish, but when he do come home, he coming home with some fish.
Mm.
And it either some catfish or some crappie. He coming home with some fish. But
But
it just
it's wicked and it's sad how they make that stuff addictive like that. That's how they get you. And
yeah.
it ain't like cigarettes or weed. That stuff is something else. I've seen people try to get off of it, like on documentaries, and they just be shaking, and like the DTs, and they be in such pain and agony. I'm like, God
Yeah,
dang.
now that's when you see them like that, they trying to kick that heroin. That's the hardest drug
Yeah.
to
Ooh.
get. They call because we have a numbness thing
Mm-hmm.
at our church, and we give them their fees. They come in through a certain door. We let
Mm-hmm.
them in, and something had happened. I had to go talk to Carl because he's a deacon. Carl
Mm-hmm.
was a deacon, and I was a deacon. I was trying out here to security of the church, so
Mm-hmm.
I was the only person besides me and the pastor or one of the deacons. We was the only people that was actually allowed to go in because there was no, it was secret. It's a number,
Sure.
and And we had a couple of members there. One of them our ministers, he was a recovering drug addict. He would attend the meetings and stuff like that, and he told me, he introduced me to him and stuff like that, and some people working our food pantry, stuff. It was just, it's just like you say, they cool people, they nice people. It's just the drug.
Yeah.
It's an addiction. And he told me, he say heroin, because he was addicted to heroin. He say heroin is the most hardest drug to get off of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then found out that his birthday was the day before mine. I'm like, look at that.
Mm.
But he say it's the hardest drug. That's what make you sick, is the opioids. That's why they say the opioids make you sick and all that. You got to go through all that withdrawal and sickness. That's why a lot of people don't want to go to rehab, because they don't want to go through the sickness. Because there's
Mm.
nothing they can give you. There's nothing they can do for you while you go through the sickness. You just gotta go through it, and till it's over with. Get the story, get out the system.
Yeah. Yep. Man
But,
came up with the perfect drug when they did that.
but
Mm.
he was a cool dude, man. He work on cars, like the fish, like the barbecue. When I said that man could smoke a brisket, I'm using your pit there, few. Okay, yeah. What you got over there? I know you got some brisket over there. Yeah. Yeah, mama went and bought a brisket. She want me to smoke it. Okay, we be over there this Sunday.
No, that's right.
uh, we be over there Saturday, because my wife gonna bring some. She gonna bring some chicken and some stuff, some sauces and stuff. So so we can have during the week and stuff like that. And he'll cook it, because he using my grill, my smoker. So he don't mind. He like, bring it on. And we go get us some beer, and we sit back there and cook meat. And he love the Cowboys.
Yeah.
When I say him and his brother love the Cowboys, you thought they was the coach. They be on the phone with each other. They be on the phone with each other. You see that play? I was down in that play. Why he like so? Just, I'm like, y'all ain't gonna. And his wife started calling him coach. All right, coach. I was laughing like, I say, my wife say, why you watching football? You don't even like sport. I'm like, wait, what else I'm gonna turn it on? Everybody in the house watching football.
Mm.
I say, ain't like that. I didn't know nothing about football. I just wasn't a sports type of guy. I'm not a sport. I was a drag racer. I was into cars. I like drag racing, NASCAR.
NASCAR. Okay.
Yeah, my wife said I was a white man. My wife said I was a white man trapping a black man body.
Yeah.
Which she didn't understand. There was a lot of people that watch NASCAR. So I told her, try to tell her
Just
that.
like what they like. Yeah.
She's like, you're a white man. You don't like no sports. You're not black. I'm
Oh.
like, black man ain't the only one that likes sports. A lot of white men like sports. I just don't like sports. I'm like, this not my sport. I didn't
Mm.
watch basketball. I didn't watch none of that. And God forbid I watched baseball. I was boring in person.
Yeah, my husband's at. Let me see what time it is. Let me see if that game is off. Yeah, that game is off by now. He's probably down there asleep. As I say, on
Yeah.
Monday night and Thursday night when it's football season, if I don't feel like watching, because it ain't the team that I want to watch, that's why I go and I get on YouTube because I know he want to watch that.
So,
Mutual understanding.
Mm-hmm.
right. My wife said, the only reason I know about football because your uncles know football. They are football fanatics. They watch high school, college, and
Mm-hmm.
and professional. They don't care if it's their team or not. They watch it. If it's a game on, they watch it.
That's what he does, and he
Mm.
played football in college.
And
So
they know the college guys. They know some of the high school guys is doing good. They know. I'm like, man, y'all, that's too much information to be trying to retain. I just need to learn about two or three drivers. My favorite drivers when I watch NASCAR.
mm-hmm.
Mm. Hmm.
Cause it hurt me when Dale Earnhardt got deleted in a car accident. I was watching that race.
Oh,
Wow.
I was literally watching that race, and I was like, that was one of my favorite drivers. Yeah, him and his son was on the track at the same time. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, they pretty. Oh, that's for rednecks. That's for white folks. No, it ain't.
Mm-hmm.
It's black people in NASCAR. You just gotta know who they was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, shoot. I like most people don't know the origin of NASCAR. NASCAR actually came from moonshine runners
Okay.
in the South. It was born in the South, and it came from
Mhm.
guys that was running moonshine. And when they had their cars souped up, they wanted to test their cars. They just started racing each other around a dirt road track, and that's how
Mm,
NASCAR started.
Mhm.
okay.
Seeing if they could get away from the cops too, huh?
That part.
Right, that part.
And you don't
That's
know what's under
twofold.
your hood. You don't know what's under here, cop.
Right.
And then Hot Rod actually came from the guys coming home from World War I. They wanted to soup up their cars, and that's a lot of in the bike gangs. There's a lot of guys start riding bikes, and a lot of guys start fixing up cars. And most of them was made out of uh,
Mm.
airplane parts. So that's how they started Hot Rod.
Okay. And you know what, Lefty? I used to. I'm ashamed to say now, but
Mm-mm.
my mother had a '72 Nova. And if you know anything about them cars, that Nova, it was an 8 cylinder, and a lot of the guys would pull up next to me, and they would try to race, like they gonna beat me through the light and everything. Because in
Uh,
Chicago, like you'd be on a street and it would be like 2 lanes, and the next street it would close off into one. So I had to try to speed to keep them from getting in front of me, and they thought they was gonna beat me. And boy, when that light hit, I jammed it and took off, and they was like, "Hey!" And sometimes they would pull over like, "What you got under that hood?" I was like, "Eight little ninjas." Yep, you ain't know that because they didn't know because it was a small car, but it had a small eight
yep.
under it.
My cousin actually he used to drive. He used to race car. He used to drag race a 70 Nova,
Hmm. I
and he
learned.
still.
He still
If he
got
ain't
it.
If he ain't sold it, I think he still got it. It was on. So I'm like, man, this the most ugliest car. Why you buy this? Cause it's the most ugliest car I ever seen you with. You're like, man, that's my race car.
Mm-mm.
Man, I love that car. The
But
mailman
I've
talked
been,
my mother into selling it to him. That car never had any kind of major problems. She just kept it up and it just kept running.
that's what people are like. How you get into cars? I'm like, I've been into cars since, I actually been into cars before I even know my dad and uncle them was car people. I always been into Hot Wheels and stuff when I was a little kid. So,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad, when I got older, that's when I started, about 10 or 12. So I found out my dad was on the car. And from the time I was like 5 to about 13, I learned what tool was. I was learning what tool was, what thermostats was, what
Mm-hmm.
alternators was, what radiator is, and what tool is this, and size is this, how to tell the size of a bolt on the size of the socket and everything. Oh,
Hey,
man,
look, I knew what a carburetor was and a screwdriver. Get it?
and,
A flathead.
I think I was in my 20s when my homeboy, my best friend dad, he was a mechanic. His name Mr. Lee. My
Mm.
truck was my starter had went out. He's like, yeah, your starter going out. He say, I'm gonna show you how you start your starter. He say, go get your long screwdriver. And
Mhm.
he touched this part and this part of the screwdriver on the starter down there. And my truck
Mhm.
crunk up. I'm like, oh, that's all I need to know.
Hey, Swoop, what got you interested in riding, motorcycles? Oh, did she step away, Swoop? No, I asked her when she get back.
Yeah, because that was my thing. I was always into cars and stuff. And I always like Hot Wheels, because Hot Wheels was always the most colorful. They had the designs on, and they
Mhm.
came in like different cars that didn't look like cars and stuff. So that's what got me into most. That's how I knew I was mostly into custom cars. And then I'm a true left-handed person, so for like art and stuff, we like art and we like different stuff. So this is like put me in, because I bought Max cars, and Max cars just the car you get from the factory. Matchbox, the little Matchbox car. And it's
Mhm.
the same size as Hot Wheels, but they were just cars that just plain cars you got from It looked like they came off
Mhm.
the showroom floor.
I had a couple Hot Wheels. I remember. I don't know why. I just was interested in all kinds of stuff.
And what's so bad about it? I got a whole thing in my closet for the Hot Wheels. I
Mhm.
got a box in my garage full of Dub cars. I got three remote control cars in my garage that I don't even play with because
Mhm.
and I'm cut my camera on.
I see a man out at the park sometime. He always have his RC car.
Where is it at? I know it's in here because I just saw it the other day. Oh, I knew I had another lighter in here. Oh,
Mhm.
there it is. See that?
Oh yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, I always keep me a Hot Wheel with me.
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
The El Dorado? What is this?
El
Wait,
Camino.
hold on,
Camino.
hold
Yeah,
on,
Camino.
This is
hold
my
on,
this.
hold on.
We'll be back.
It's not doing it.
Oh,
I'm
Trying to
trying
make
to
it
make
big.
them big, but it's not. It's giving me everything else.
Well, if you, well, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about me. Y'all probably don't know. Y'all know I like cars, but y'all probably don't know what my favorite car is.
Oh, there you
This
go.
is my favorite.
I
This
know
is my
you.
favorite car.
You told me you like. Yeah, you told us that. I remember that. The El Camino.
El
And I
Camino.
can't stand.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
No matter what, from 1950, from 1959 to 1987, I like all of them because
mm.
All
they were
right.
different. Because they were different and unique.
But that one's sure enough pretty.
Oh yeah, I got another one. It's another color. It's like a red orange just with the same different designs. They was both designed by the same designer that did it. But
Mm.
I always keep me a Hot Wheel. I go on eBay to find Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I would have gave you mine, but I don't know. Them things is gone, way
But
gone.
I love my Hot Wheels. It's just because they had the custom. See, you got the custom wheels on it, custom colors, custom paint job. That's what I've been through. Even at the big cars from the '90s, they used to have the graphics on it. I used to love it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The airbrush on the cars, I loved it.
Yeah,
That's why people are like,
The
oh,
the handcrafted lines that they were doing too.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the streak, not streaks. What do you call it? The pinstripe? No, it's not pinstripe.
pinstripe. Yeah, pinstriping.
Is it called pinstriping?
Yeah, it's kind of pinstriping. You
Okay.
have to be a man. You have to have a steady hand to do pinstriping.
Yeah.
Most of it's a dying breed right now because a lot of guys that did pinstriping, they was like old guys in their 60s and they've been doing it for like since they were 15 to 20, and you be like, wow.
You gotta get you a surgeon to do it.
And
Hmm.
Hey.
then you had the guys that did the airbrushing.
Hmm.
Airbrushing got big in the '90s, basically especially in the trucking scene. Because
Hmm.
Hmm.
I started out with mini trucks and the big trucks. That's my second vehicle, always a truck. My wife can tell you ever since she made me, I had a truck.
Hmm.
Don't nobody even remember me having a car. Don't nobody even know I had a car. I had two cars, but everybody always know me for having a truck. That's my daily driver.
Every
You
boy
always
I knew in Texas had a truck, so yeah.
yeah. So, but man, they used to do airbrushing, and man, it'd be like all these colors and patterns and designs.
Hmm.
And they put different stuff in them, like characters and stuff. Man, you'd be like. And they be like, why your paint job cost $10,000, $5,000? Like, it's an
Mm-mm.
airbrush. It's like they take a base coat, your base coat already fly because it's got like a pearl in it, and then they just airbrush like an orange. Like they'll take like a light bright orange, they put a pearl in it, like a gold pearl in it, and then they'll just airbrush it like green, purple, yellow, red, blue, all these different designs of the car. You just be like, on the truck. You be like, yeah, yeah. You be like, what truck?
Ain't
Damn
nobody
hard.
tell me nothing.
Right. That
You be
part.
like, yeah, and them guys that you be on, like, because I was a magazine guy, where this before the internet. So, of course, I had all the trucking magazines. I had all low riders. I had, even the tuner guys what we call them tuners. They call them JDMs now.
Mm.
Like the Fast and the Furious cars and all that. Then you had Dub
Mhm.
came out with the luxury cars and stuff. I had all them magazines, man. We went to move out our apartment. My front closet, I had about $5 that I had loaded in the back of my truck, take them to the recycle
Mm.
center because uh, I was gonna give them some of them to the school, but my mom said they couldn't take them because my mom worked at a junior high school. So I was gonna donate them to their library for the kids, to get into cars and stuff. My mom said they couldn't take my lowriders and stuff because they had women in bikinis on them.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
I was like, what? And then they couldn't take most of my truck magazine stuff because some of the truck was magazines that had women with bikinis on them. So,
Oh yeah, sure. That's all they had. I remember
but
going to the mechanic shop and used to have all them calendars up. I'm like, God damn.
yeah, but I took my wife. You need to be ashamed of yourself. You need a dolly to get all these magazines out. They were just scattered on the floor of the closet. I just sit there on the floor and just go. She's like, "What are you doing?" I just reminisce. I had my five magazines that I didn't want to throw away. I just thought they had certain trucks on there that I really liked, and
Yeah, we
I
ain't
get
looking
information.
at it for the trucks. I was just looking at it for the trucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do snowflakes, so I was looking at them for the cars and the trucks. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because they didn't put us in those type of magazines. Even though the Latino women was pretty, they was pretty Latino women, but basically I was looking for my magazine for the cars and the trucks. I ain't care
Mm-hmm.
about the model. I could
You know
care
how
less about
some
the
people,
model.
you know how that joke goes from me and say, I was looking at hustlers for the articles. We
Now
had,
at
hmm
the time when my uncle stayed with us and he didn't hide his magazines,
hmm
yeah, he had all of them: Penthouse, Hustler, Playboy.
yeah.
So I, that's all I had to look at the time. So that's all I looked at. So,
My father
but
had them too, but I found them by accident. I think I was about 6 or 7, and I showed it to my mother, and I said, "Why the woman posing like that?" And she was just like, "Girl, where you get this from?" God damn! I was like, "Oh, I found it out."
now, now, if I would have known that the one that Vanessa Williams was on the cover would have paid worth
Mm-hmm.
some money, I would have kept it
Oh
because
yeah,
he had it. He had it. He made sure he had that.
yeah.
And then she lost her crown.
Forgot to ask Swoop. Dog. Oh well, I'm gonna get ready to get
Yeah,
up. Yeah, got Swoop probably.
yeah. I always been into cars. Like my homegirl she said she in the car community. She said it's car guys, and then it's guys with cars. The
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
with
Mm-hmm.
cars.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's it. Swoop.
Yeah.
What got you interested in motorcycling? I was just wondering.
My brother had the Honda Elite, the scooter type,
Mm-hmm.
and he showed me how to ride it. And I rode it around town, and I was like, "Yes, I need this.
I need to go faster.
I need this. Yes,
I need to go faster.
that part. It was just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally freeing."
Yeah, I've ridden on it a couple times on motorcycle, but somebody else was driving, and
Mm-hmm.
it was
And
yeah,
then,
it is freeing, and it was so freeing that I'm glad I didn't get in trouble like that because
Uh-oh.
uh,
it was like he was gonna
Uh-oh.
run, like he was trying to impress me. Hey
Oh.
baby, and he was going fast on this S curve in Chicago, and
Oh
I was
dear.
like, let me off, let me off, let me off. Mm-mm. Oh no, I'm not no baby.
Mm-mm.
I went home by myself. I always kept some money to go home. I'm like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, you ain't gonna kill me on here. Because I've seen people really wipe out on them
Yeah.
motorcycles, going too
Yeah.
fast,
Well,
trying, you know.
I was always told you're not a true rider unless you've been wiped out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know
Yeah. So
somebody
Um,
that all
I I
they
wouldn't say
side
wipe
was pent
out.
up.
I wouldn't say wipe out. I just say drop the bike because
yeah, drop the bike.
wiping out
Yeah,
and
drop the bike.
dropping it is two totally different things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Two
and
totally
then
things.
yeah, and then it didn't help me because my dad and uncles were street racers. So I was
Mm-hmm.
always when I got to be a teenager, I always when I was little, I'm like, why your car always broke? Why you always working on your car? Why your car every weekend we under somebody's car, we at somebody's house or somebody's car. Why your car always broke?
Mm-mm.
So when I became a teenager, I understood that my daddy daily car was also his race car. He had a '77 Grand Prix, and I was always like, "Why you always up under this car? Why I started going to I go to my aunt's house. My aunt backyard, and her backyard leads to the service road of 20, I-20. Swoop know what 20 is in Dallas. It leads to the service road.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually could see her backyard from 20. And that service road back in the day is where they used to street race at. So we used to stand in the back of my auntie house and watch the street races. And I was like, my dad was like, yeah, we had to move. We had to go by Carter. I'm a teenager now. I'm looking at my dad like, what you know about racing by Carter?
Mm-mm.
High school. And then it clicked. I'm like, are y'all street racing? Yeah, my uncle, he had a truck he had a '68 Chevy short bed. It was called Ghost because it was white.
Mm.
He called it Ghost. My uncle had a bike. He used to race his bike. And then my daddy had the Grand Prix. My uncle said he was coming down the street, and in our neighborhood, it's a church, and it's a church, and it's a funeral home right next to each other. My
Mm.
Mm.
uncle said he dropped the bike. He said he dropped the bike. He said the bike ended up at the funeral home, and he ended up at the church. He said that was his sign. He never got on a bike again.
Wow.
Mm.
So I said,
Mm-mm.
I guess it was in my blood just to go fast, and this because me, I was trying to make my bike go fast. I always had a bike. I always like to fix up my bike. My regular pedal bike, my little BMX, and all that. Yeah, we was always the kids on our bikes that we was never told not to go off the street because the street that I was on was busy street. So I had to go into
Mm.
the neighborhood where the street wasn't busy. So we rode our bikes and we was always in other neighborhoods. So our homeboy stayed in two neighborhoods away. We over there visiting them. What y'all doing over here? We riding our bikes.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Mm.
So I always been into cars and trucks and things. It's just
Yeah.
in the pew pews. I was always into pew pews as a kid too.
The pew pews.
Yeah.
Now the
By the
car
way,
that I
see,
liked, the first car that I liked was when was the Monte Carlo. My
Mm.
cousin got one brand new back in the day. Like it was
yeah.
brand new. He had a did he have a phone in there? Something he had, something extra he had in there, and I was like, that was the first time I fell in love with the Monte Carlo.
My uncle he had one with the T tops, and he came home. He said, "Go get me two trash bags." Yeah, I'm like, two trash bags. I'm like, what you doing? He put them on his roof. They just stole his T tops. Oh, he was so mad.
Mm-mm.
My husband laughing. He let him in.
Yeah, they stole his T tops. Then he came home when they first came out. It was one called a Dodge Step, and it was one called a Mitsubishi 3000. They were sports cars. They was made to kind of compete with the Vet and Corvette in the U.S. market. And my uncle came home with that Mitsubishi 3000. I sit there, I was so mad at him. I'm like, how you gonna go get my favorite car that I would wanted? Now you talking about a guy that was like 17 years old. Hey, I ain't got nobody to go buy no car. I'm mad at him because he came home with my favorite car. I should have been happy. And it was so funny about it. My uncle always had nice cars. He had a Nissan 3000Z with T-top. He had the Monte Carlo. He had, and what's so bad, my grandmama always drove every car because she always go to the grocery store and she go get her, which is, everybody be laughing. They like, who driving this car? They think it's a young dude drive the car. These two old ladies come and get in this sports car.
I know, I love it. I love it.
You know, like, oh man, they go get in this sports car, all these groceries, and they be like, man,
That ain't what that's for.
right. And then my wife say, cause they used to use my truck. I had a S10, well S15, same thing as an S10. It was 83, and I come home from work 'cause I worked at night, and my grandmama jump in my car in my truck, and they stay gone all day. My homeboys like, where you at? It's 3 o'clock. Where you at? You getting out today? Or you off? All right, yeah, I got to work today. I'm trying to get it somewhere. It's like, you can't come out. I want to say, man, I can't make it. I can't come out till I go to work because my mom and them in my truck. They at the store. Yeah, mind you, they been gone since like 8 o'clock that morning.
Hey.
Cause they done hit down. Yeah, they shopping. They go to the fabric store. They done went to all kind of stores. And my grandmama was she was couponing before couponing became popular. And she knew what the sales was, and she hit every store had sales, and she hit this. And, man, I'm like, and then she come home and give me $2 for gas.
Back in her day, $2 filled up the tank.
Yeah, I was like, $2, grandma, I can't do that with $2. She said, that's all I got, baby. This is $2. I'm like, oh.
You spend it all for the last $2.
And it wasn't all she got. That's all she. They was just saying that's all I'm gonna give you is these $2.
Right.
You like, yo, go
Mm-hmm.
sit down. Go sit down now. Go sit.
Gone somewhere now.
My wife, we were dating. She was like, I told her, I said, she came over to the house and I said, we're going to the movies. We're gonna go get something to eat. My grandmama said, can you take me to the store?
Mm-hmm.
Grandma, go get me some. I need something from the store. I'm like, now we better head out. Oh my. Why don't do your grandmama like that? Give me the keys, I'll take them.
Mm-hmm.
They were gone for 3 hours.
There go your
I
day.
was, I was so mad, and I didn't know it was gonna be like that. I said, I tried to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I grew up in this house. I know what's going on. And when I stay in this house, I know what's going on. No, that's why I was telling her, no, we about to go. Look, I already knew my mom was gonna come home. So why my mom could take her when she get here? No, we gotta go. We gotta go. I take it. You just being me. I'm not being me. I know what's about to happen.
She learned that time.
Okay. You
Uh-huh.
that day. Well, Lefty, you just said it. We got to go. Look, we
Yeah.
can close it down. It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah. It's so strange. See, I always thought y'all was an hour ahead of us, but y'all actually 2 hours ahead of us.
Ahead?
Yeah, I mean behind us.
Right. Yeah.
Cause it getting ready to be 12. I mean 1. You says,
Yeah. It's
Ooh,
to be 11.
excuse me. Yeah, it's almost 2 where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
oh
Yeah.
man, that's crazy.
All right, y'all.
My husband getting ready to cut the TV on, so I got to mute anyway. Because I know he'll watch his football game and then he'll fall asleep.
You gotta
Yeah.
turn on Sports
Yep,
Center, and
yep,
all that.
yep.
Yeah.
And then he'd come on upstairs and he'd be like, "All right, what we gonna watch?" I'm like, "Watch, watch what?"
Mm-mm.
All right, y'all, have a good one.
You
I
too.
All
enjoyed
right.
y'all while I was doing my diamond painting. I'm almost done. I
Good.
think I can get it done tonight.
Okay.
All right,
All
good
right,
night.
y'all.
Have a good one. Thank y'all. And whoever's left in the chat, thank you. Bye, y'all.